playing some of our newest run, our Forlorn Muskeg start. We're on day 31. We're currently in Mountain Town, but we're going to be heading back to HRV Valley tonight and trying to get the moose there. Crossing our fingers and hoping the moose shows up. All right, let's drink some water. So we are on day... Hey, Zephyr, how you doing? We're on day 33. We've had quite the adventure so far. We've only been alive 31 days. But, hey, Honora, hello. How are you doing? We've got a couple of stems now, though. We've got a couple stems. We've got lots of our tiny teas. Our clothing is a little rough, but hey, we got a Mackinac jacket. We're even going to try to repair that little Mackinac jacket here. Why not? Why not? There we go. We aren't too tired, are we? No, we aren't. Let's try to repair up our beautiful, lovely,
Looks like
amazing...
a new day is dawning.
Pants as well. There we go. Get our gloves repaired back up. Got to repair a little bit. We have to hit a crafting bench before we head back, because we do need to finish crafting our bow that we have. We have this bow here that we haven't finished. We haven't finished doing anything with yet. We haven't finished that up yet, so we're still using our really crappy bow. So we need to get a better bow, and then maybe make a couple arrows. Gonna leave that here because why not? Hey, I've always wondered if there's a way. There'll be a day where a thief looks at a stick and says, "Nope, I don't need you." That is blasphemy. Blasphemy, sir. You shall be taken forthwith, drawn and quartered. We will never ever turn up our nose at a stick. How dare you? How dare you? Hey, look at that. We got some fresh rabbit stuff on us, too. Let's see where our torches sit at. Speaking of torches, I had a person on YouTube ask about torches. And they were asking why later in the game I don't make torches with all the oil and sticks and stuff that I have. And my simple response to them is basically late in the game, you don't really need torches anymore. It was a little more elaborate than that, but the main reason you need torches in the beginning of the game is for protection from wolves and for lighting fires, because your fire making skill is so low that you have a propensity to fail when you make fires a lot. This is not a video slot. This is live. And so when you reach fire making 5, you always have 100% chance of lighting a fire with a single match. You will never fail. So the reason for torches is gone for that fact. Also, you have a bow or some other weapon, so any wolves that you encounter, you're not gonna need torches to get away from them. You're gonna just smack them and be done with them. You're just gonna kill the wolf and be done with the little bugger. And then the third reason for torches is light. And later in the game, I would rather use a lantern, which takes no matches to light. I'd rather use a lantern, light my lantern, and then go ahead and explore, because I have plenty of oil, and then use a match and light a torch. So torches towards the end of the game really lose a lot of the purpose they have at the beginning of a game. And that's the main reason I don't spend time crafting them later in the game. So, there you go. There's the very long answer for the very short answer. Nothing underneath there. Dang it. Lantern doesn't take matches, no. The lantern just lights on its own. You don't have to use a match or anything to use a lantern, so...
Cold.
Griffin Shale coming in with that hot, beautiful... 23-month resub. You encountered a bug with a bear in Ash Canyon. What bug did you encounter? Please give us the details. Thank you, Griffin Shale, for that 23-month resub there. I appreciate that very much, my friend. What bug did you encounter? You know, my day went pretty well. My day went pretty well, so can't complain. Let's drop a big T and heat it back up again. When I look at him and stand in the exact same line of sight, he starts dancing like legit. Okay, that's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Oh, there's a Polaroid. And a box of crackers. Nice. Well, the bears are a little buggy sometimes. I will admit. The bears do get a little buggy. I'm gonna drop those. Well, that's a very interesting bug. So were you able to just shoot him and kill him then? He, like, gave you no hassle? Yeah, definitely. Once you put it up on YouTube, send me a link, Beastie. I'd be interested in seeing it. And stuff like that, you can report to Hinterland as well. They'll look into it. In general, Beastie, animals act very weird during auroras. The wolves will sometimes just stand in a single spot. If they've not noticed you, the wolves will just stand in a single spot and just be howling at the moon. You started and actually you didn't have anything for it. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, wolves and stuff can act very, very weird. And bears as well in the aurora. Act very out of the norm. So it doesn't surprise me a lot because the aurora stuff in the game is kind of buggy. Let's just say. It's a little buggy. It's a little bit buggy. What's my fire making at? Oh, we got it almost halfway through too. We got food. We got cooking almost halfway through 4 as well, so yay. Uh-oh, that feels like a storm. There's poor Will, there's Will's poor plane. I wonder if the aurora affects animals in real life. You know, I don't know if it does, Griffin. I don't know if it does. I mean, usually the aurora is not that big of a deal, I would imagine, for animals. They've probably seen it before. But I don't know. Maybe it does affect them in real life. Be interesting to Google it and see. You can probably Google it and see what's going on. Oh, by the way, boys and girls, I got my comic book. I've been looking for this issue of Superman for a long time. And it's not a really great condition one, but it was only like $6, so... Superman number 165. Superman 165, I finally got it in the mail. The reason that comic's so special to me is that my dad, when he took me hunting when I was really young, that was the comic book that I had in my back pocket the entire time. And I read that thing like crazy over and over and over and over again. It was a good book. And so I was like, you know what? I want to add that to my collection. So I added it to my collection of like almost 9,000 comics. I know. Nerds! Yes, I was, you know, I've been looking for it online for a while, and there's ones online, but the really good copies are like 50, 60 bucks, and I'm like, I just wanted a reader copy. I was like, I don't really care about condition because let's just be honest, I'm never gonna resell it. I'm not gonna collect it, other than just to have a physical copy of it from my childhood, so. And I was on Interloper, I always read Interlopers. It was interesting when I wasn't in his line of position, he was walking normal. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I would chalk it up to another, weird animal during an Aurora thing, because they do that. A couple days ago, I had a bear. I shot around 20 arrows in him, all around the head, and he never died. He just killed me. Well, I would recommend that when you shoot a bear, just shoot him once, snuggle up next to a fire, and let him bleed out. Because as long as you shot him once, he'll eventually go off and die somewhere. Might take him a little while, but eventually he'll go off and die somewhere. So I wouldn't waste a lot of time trying to reshoot him, because all that does is re-aggro. He gets aggro again, and attacks you again, and that's the last thing you want to have happen. Have that bear re-aggro you. Hinterland animals do hinterland things, basically. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, Nora, I had been looking for a while, and I was like, you know, it was time. It was time. You'll upload it now? Okay, well, let me know, Beastie, let me know when you have it uploaded and it's live. Send me the link for the clip in private chat, and I will throw the link up real quick so people can see it. Cause that'd be cool for everybody to be able to see it. Hinterland animals do hinterland things. Pretty much. Some of it you can predict. A lot of it, not so much. A lot of it, not so much. So. We just had Comic-Con finish up here. People were stoked to go again. Oh, I bet. Because it's been, what, 2 years since Comic-Con? Well, I'm stoked for TwitchCon this year. I already got my plane ticket bought, my hotel room reserved. Just waiting for TwitchCon tickets to go on sale. I'm stoked. I haven't been to TwitchCon since 2019. It was the first TwitchCon I ever went to. It was the first time I could ever go as a partner. And I was like, yay, I'm a partner. I can go to TwitchCon as a partner. Woo! And it was a lot of fun. And then they didn't have TwitchCon in 2020. Didn't have it in 2021.
Feels like a lot of gear.
San Diego. It's in San Diego. Gamesliff and I are both going to TwitchCon this year. We're actually gonna... Gamesliff and I are actually gonna be sharing a room. We're gonna be snuggling up. Getting the snuggies on. So yeah, it should be fun. You get all the good times there. Well, Griffin, I think in part it's because San Diego has such pretty much temperate weather. It's a good place because any time of the year you go there, it's like, you know, 70 degrees, 75. You know, it's not horrible. Gotta watch out for wolves. I got a stank line on me from the guts I'm carrying. Alright. Gonna drop the guts in here, because why not? There we go, get the guts ready to go. I think I'll take the hides over with me and that over with me. Let's get some of our warmth back. We'll prepare some rose hips real quick. Let's prepare our birch bark too. We might be eating beans and bread, but we have good weather. Yes, you do have good weather down there. I might just sleep here for the night. How much cloth do I got on me now? 39 cloth. Good, good. You know what? Let's break down one of those into a bandage. Why are you sounding like you're hungry, buddy? You got plenty of food in your belly still. I'm gonna drop the rabbit pelts here for tonight. Drop this birch here. I can leave the metal out here. I don't need the metal. Let's see, the book I can just leave on the counter, because I definitely do not need a a firearms book for anything. Oh, of course. Of course, I dropped it right on the sticks. I believe I read this archery book already. Yep. Alright, so we got 24, we got 29 matches, not too bad. Let's break down a couple sticks into tinder, so we got a little tinder as well. Just in case we need to make a fire. Alright. Make our way upstairs. Let's repair a little bit of our clothing while we have time. At least I'm getting a little better clothing repair. That's always a good thing. I just want those combat pants as nice. Oh, come on, baby. Don't play with my heart. Oh, come on. 2 fails in a row. Jeez Louise. There we go. Those combat pants up to 2 degrees. There we are. Repair the hat if we can, too. Nothing bad about having clothing in good condition, you know what I'm saying? I haven't found a good shirt, so I'm just gonna do that. How did the sailing go? I didn't like it very much, Phantos. If I'm being completely honest, it was a little... It didn't go super well. I sorta kinda got the hang of it towards the end. But, not my favorite thing in the world. I'm hoping they'll add... I'm hoping they'll add more stuff to the game later on down the road. Maybe like a tutorial that you can do on sailing before you actually have to get out there and do it. The game's not bad. It's just there's not a lot to do except sail between islands and deliver stuff. And that's not bad in and of itself. But, I can see sailing enthusiasts being very excited about it because it's very knowledge heavy on sailing. But for people who are not sailing enthusiasts who just want to go around and make some deliveries and stuff, it wasn't as good as I was hoping. Let's just put it that way. It's not that it was bad. It's just I wish there was a little bit more, I don't know, not help, but, oh, no, I didn't even sail between island clusters, no. No. I was able to make 2 deliveries, and then my ship got stuck. I got ported back to a place I got ported back to the Gold Island or something. No, this is a different game. It's, sailing something or another. Sailwind, no, was it Sailwind? Is that what it is? Sailwind? Sailwind, yeah, Sailwind. It's okay. It's not a horrible game. It's just, it's not really me. It's not really me. And, you know, that doesn't make it not for, you know, everybody. I mean, everybody can try it and see what they think about it. I just did not enjoy it as much. There's a lot more frustration and trying to figure stuff out than I was ready for, I guess. Maybe I was just whipping out on it, but I was like, okay, I'm good. Oh, is sailing on it harder than Escape the Pacific? Imagine in Escape the Pacific, if you did all your sailing on the hardest level of sailing, of Escape the Pacific.
You have so many points.
If you did all your sailing at the hardest level on Escape the Pacific, that's what it would be like. That's sort of what it is. Okay. We're gonna check out this video from Beastly real quick. Beastie, hold on a second. We're gonna check out this video real quick. Just gonna pause the game so we don't have background noises. So let me make sure this gets up properly. So this is the bear you're talking about that was acting all weird. So there's the bear there. There's the bear down there. He is acting weird, as usual. So bears do. Oh, so he's just like sitting behind that house. He's not even walking. It's kind of hard to see, but he's right there behind that tree over there, I think. Yeah, he's right there. I don't know why the video quality like went all goofy on me there. And then it went really good. Yeah, he's just sitting over there doing his thing. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Well, that was kind of cool. Well, thank you for sharing that, though. I appreciate that. Very interesting. Hard note for me. I haven't got my first Pacific Island alive. Yeah, there's no like sail assist or anything in it, which is totally fine. Gazbeard actually, Phantos, when I was playing the game on Monday, Gazbeard said that he was really interested in it because he actually has had like real life like sailing experience, and so he was able to help me through some of the winds being weird and stuff. But it was, yeah. Imagine being able to throw your hunting knife or hatchet at animals that lose and that losing 10% durability. I wouldn't want to give it's so hard to get hunting knives and hatchets in the game, Pans, that I don't know if I'd want to do that. I'd be like, nah, I'd rather hang on to my stuff. Yeah, it has a level of difficulty that is a little beyond a normal human like myself. At least for me. Like I said, I could see people being very interested in it because the sailing is very realistic in it. But for me, I was kind of like, okay, I'm good. See if there's any wolves down here. Yeah, the sailing at angles, I could not get the hang of. Like I said, I started. Oh, and that's I think the thing. There's a lot of quality of life things, Thanos, that I hope that they improve on some of the quality of life stuff down the road. But yeah, I threw my pole overboard several times. I still never figured out how to catch a fish. I tried to like fight him and then reel him in when he wasn't fighting, but that didn't work so well. And he just snipped my line and ran off. So, yeah, I mean, you know, Pans, I just don't, I would hate to give up my knife and hatchet. Those are just so hard to get. And then what happens if it sticks in the animal? Are you talking about it sticking in the animal or just damaging the animal and dropping to the ground? Because in that case, I wouldn't mind having that ability. That'd be kind of cool. Just use the mouse wheel until it rumbles the fishing pole. Then just wait and do it a little at a time. It's actually easier than it should. Yeah, I just having no luck. My fishing ability was bad. The actor that played Don. Yes, I did. Yep, I did. Wilfred. He played Wilfred. Oh, what an awesome actor. What an awesome actor, and what a great dude. Played an iconic role in Doctor Who. Loved him to death. Very sad to hear about his passing today at 93, but you know, 93 is a pretty freaking good run. If I make it to 93, let's just be honest, I will be very happy if I make it to 93. 93, wow, 93, almost 100 years on this earth. Think of the things that they've seen in 93 years. Think of all the changes we've had in just the last 40, 50 years since I've been alive. And add another 40, 50 years on top of that.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Oh, he was great. He was great in Doctor Who. He was absolutely awesome. If he'd reached 100, he got a letter from the Queen. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. Look at all this stuff we have here, too. We got all this stuff here. I'm gonna drop this extra jerry can here. Alright, let's finish our bow up, boys and girls. Whenever my bow gets to be in the yellow, I like to start making another bow. Because, your bow, when it's in the yellow like mine, could technically break at any time. They usually don't, but I don't want to be caught in a position where it does. I don't want to be caught in that position. Alright, we're gonna make 3 more arrows before we go as well. Just to have a full, like, 15 arrows on us. Because I do want to hunt the moose I want to hunt the moose when we get over there. And for that, you need at least 8 or 9 arrows to hunt the moose. If things go poorly. Now, if things go well, no big deal. No, it can break at random times. I've actually had a bow break at 30% before. I actually have had a bow just up and break on me at 30%. So they can break before they get down to the really low level. And they don't weigh very much. They're a half kilo. I mean, there's nothing worse than having your bow break in the middle of a hunt. While you're sitting there hunting a moose or something, having your bow just go, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna break now. Bye! Alright, we got 9 coal. I'm gonna actually dump all the sticks here. I'm gonna dump a couple pieces of coal here. To pick up a cedar or 2, because that I can start fires with. Got a couple deer hides there. What can I make with a couple of deer hides? I think I can actually craft... I can actually craft deerskin boots if I had 4 guts. I don't think I have 4 guts here, though. I got 3 guts. That's alright. We'll come back later. Oh, yeah. No worries at all. No worries at all. If you ever have a question, Zephyr, you always ask. Always, always, always ask. I've always said there's no such thing as a stupid question. Although, I may give a stupid answer in response. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Because if you don't know, you have to ask, you have to ask about stuff. Nobody should ever feel, like, ashamed or not comfortable that they don't know something. Because there's so much minutia in this game. So many things to be balancing and keeping track of all at the same time. That if you don't ask the questions, you're never gonna, like, get out of whatever funk you're in. You're gonna be like, damn, I didn't know I could do that. Like that.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Yes, I know it does, but we're just gonna sandpaper it off here. That sounded wrong. Alright. Let's eat some food. We'll grab a few more cattails on the way out. I don't even know what food... I don't even know if we'll need to grab more cattails on the way out. We have so many cattails. I absolutely yeeted a moose once coming down Timberwolf Mountain, like, completely outplayed. That's what happens in the UK if it's like, oh, you reach 100, let's give this person a handwritten letter from the Queen. Achievement time. Yes, you get achievement time for that. Ooh, a little storm going on outside. Sun's not quite up yet. Finding the storyline to this, gonna start my first free play, but not sure which setting is newbie moron setting. You know, if you've played the storyline, Honora, I would say start with Voyager. Unless you're just looking to, like, just do map exploration and not ever have to worry about hunting anything, you know, shooting anything, all the animals run away from you. I would say do Voyager, because you will have aggressive animals, which is, it's good to get kind of a idea of the mechanics behind the wolves and the bears. Voyager still has very favorable weather, not a lot of damage when you get attacked. There's a lot of gear, food, supplies that you can find out in the world. I'd say start probably with Voyager. Unless you're really feeling up to a super big challenge, then start with Stalker. I just, you know, I would hate for you to start it though, get frustrated and be like, damn, I'm done with this free play stuff. But yeah, Voyager is not a bad starting position. Voyager has a lot of good mechanics in it still. The animals, the moose, the bear, and the wolves are aggressive. They don't smell you from as far away as they do, say, an Interloper or Stalker. And they don't do as much damage to you either. So it gives you a little bit better chance to make mistakes, recover from the mistakes. You also don't lose food, water, cold, tiredness as fast in Voyager. And you also gain more health back when you sleep at night. So, Carlin, darling, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? Wasn't sure if I should start on Voyager or the more passive one to get maps memorized better. I'm definitely not ready for anything higher than Voyager. Yeah, I mean, Pilgrim is a very good one if you're just wanting to go look around a map. If you're like, I've never been in this map. I really want to discover the map, figure it out before I go do stuff. Voyager is very good for that. It allows you the... Oh, shoot, did I not grab my lantern? I didn't grab my lantern, son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit, I didn't grab my lantern. I was leaving Timberwolf Mountain, I wasn't aware of where I was and heard footsteps, and it was like, it's like, what's that? Then I heard the moose, but thought it was a bear. I like the bear, I can't come this far. Then I heard charging, I was like, oh shoot, it's not a bear, it's a moose. I was running, shouting, I'm sorry to Mr. Moose, I didn't mean to come into your land, jumped up on a rock and got away from him using a boulder. Awesome. Can you switch game modes during play? No, you cannot. No, you can't switch game modes while you're actually active in a file. The only time you can switch game modes is when you restart with a brand new character. But in the middle of a file, you can't actually go, yeah, I don't really like Stalker, I'm gonna take it down to Voyager. They don't allow you to switch back and forth. I think that's mainly because all the stats are kept in these places here, so your stats are maintained for a specific run that you're on. So that's why I think they don't allow it. Because that would kind of mess up the whole stat keeping part of the game. Let's see. Okay, I got all my stuff. I don't really need a hacksaw. I don't need the pry bar, which I already put down. I'm just kind of figuring out what I don't need to take with me. I don't need to take those extra... I've got oh shoot, I forgot to drop that stuff. I got extra arrowheads in my inventory, which I don't know why. Forgot to drop my rabbit hides. Well, they'll be cured by the time I get back. Now, one thing you have to be aware of if you are using if you auto-equip your bow, it's always going to auto-equip your best bow. So now my 100% bow's equipped. So I want to go in and use that bow instead, because my goal now is to actually break my old bow. And so it always picks your best bow when you are auto-equipping it. So when you equip your bow, you have to actually physically go in and change it to the bow that you want. I'm going to leave a little bit of cloth here, too. I'll just take like 10 cloth along with me. That'll be good enough to repair stuff up. So you actually have to go in and you have to equip your bad bow, because otherwise it'll just keep your good bow equipped all the time, and then you're carrying around 2 bows for way too long. So always go in, equip that crappy bow, because now the goal that now that we have 100% bow, we want to actually destroy the old bow. Getting the old bow to break is the goal, because there's nothing you can do with the bow after that. Yeah, I wish you could change that in the settings too. Well, Goggles, I've always found it odd that it auto-equips your best bow, but it also auto-equips your worst arrow. So your worst condition arrow is always on your bow, and your best bow is the thing that it auto-equips otherwise, which I always thought was rather strange. I mean, I sort of understand it.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Well, we got sticks to pick up, buddy. Just chill out. It's gonna be fine. Chill out, buddy. You're gonna be chilling pretty soon. Yeah, there's a lot of things in custom that I wish you could change, Goggles. I would have loved to see them, Goggles. You know how you have the toggle for turning the rifle and the revolver on? I wish they had a toggle for, like, every item in the game like that. Where you could go, you know what? I want to run this where I get no man-made clothing at all. You know, I want to turn off all the really good man-made clothing, and I can only get, say, windbreakers, maybe crappy gloves, crappy pants. Maybe just t-shirts are all that I can find. But you could like customize every single thing. Or you could go, you know, I want to have hunting knives turned on for this run. I don't want the axe, but I just want a hunting knife turned on. So you could turn on hunting knife. Or you could turn off, you know, you could turn off lanterns or something. You know, you could basically like customize the game completely. I think that would be really freaking cool if you could customize it to that sort of level. Leave my lantern. Actually, what's our weight? Well, we're only at 29. I might as well take the lantern for the ice caves. Why not? Leave these sticks here. I always pick up sticks and then leave them behind. I have a clip 3 years ago when I was heading to Broken Railroad, got a sprained ankle. I was like, oh yeah, if a wolf gets me, I'm dead. I was like under the cliff face, and somehow the wolf charged me and he got scared and didn't kill me. Well, he probably what happened is that your body somehow glitched into the cliff, making you unattackable. And so he tried to attack you. He charged you because he's like, oh, I smell him. He's there. And I'm close enough that he's within my aggro radius. So he tried to charge you, but then he was unable to charge you and actually do anything to you because technically your body was inside the cliff. The game was reading your body inside the cliff, and so it's probably sort of like a secret tree, which is inside a rock face where you can't get attacked by wolves, because the wolves still see the rock face there even though you've glitched inside of it. So there are places like that in the game that are sort of little secret things, you know. They're little secret hidey cubby holes that animals can't quite reach you in, and so they get scared, and if they can't reach you, they run away. It's sort of like what happens when you go and sit on a rock, sit on the face of a rock that animals can't get to. They'll get close enough, they'll try to charge you, but then they'll be like, their AI goes, oh, I can't reach them up there, So now I'm just gonna run away from it. And that you can do with like bears and moose and wolves. So yeah, I mean the AI's come a long ways, but there are still holes in their AI that you can exploit, and you can utilize to make your survival better. Hello, dinner. You still have the clip, but you swore in the clip. Well, you can share it. Just like warn people that they're swearing in it before you do. I swear every once in a while, Beastie. I'm not. Believe me, I'm no saint. I'm no teetotaler, or like, oh my God, you can't ever say any curse words. I try not to use curse words on my channel. I do sometimes when I get a little frustrated. I will admit I'm human just like everybody else. But as a general rule, I don't try to swear. So my plan today, Zephyr, we've already explored both ice caves. I want to go into the ice cave. I want to go over to my cave here and hole up. Then I want to go into the ice cave that leads over to Marsh Ridge, or not Marsh Ridge, to Mammoth Lake, and then go see if the moose is up there, and see if we can hunt the moose, because I'd love to get a moose down. I haven't killed a moose yet this run, so I'd love to see if we can get the moose. That is sort of my goal right now, is to see if we can get a moose. Well, throw it up on YouTube, Beastie. People love seeing little weird things like that. Throw it up there. Oh, cool. I just heard back from a developer that is developing this cool little, it's like a tile laying survival game that I'm going to try out on Saturday. It's not released yet, but they gave me a key for it, so I could try it out. Which is kind of cool. Oh, wow.
Too heavy.
Broken arrow. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Hello, hello. Oh, we got a piece of gamey wolf meat here. No, I'll be trying it on. They asked me if I'd be interested in streaming it for them. So I was gonna try it out on stream. It's called let's see, what was it called? It's called Above Snakes. It's called Above Snakes. I've not seen it yet. I'm gonna pull up a little video of it. It looks like it's an isometric view, which I'll be totally honest is not my favorite view in the world. But you know, we give it a try. You know, I figured on Saturday I can give it a try, and see what it's like. So let's take a look at it real quick. I guess you play as like Native Americans. It's got some crafting. You can build some stuff. I don't know if this will get copyrighted or not, but I don't care. Oh, you can even build a little forge. Oh, so you put new tiles down and explore the area around you. Okay. Make a little homestead for yourself. Oh, you can actually craft like fishing rods and stuff. Cool. Oh, there's fishing! Yay! I love fishing. Oh, there's bees. Run from the bees. Run! Oh God, what are those? There's zombies. What? There's zombies? Above Snakes. Open alpha next week, June 13th to June 20th. Oh, so they opened up the alpha. That's what they were contacting me about. So it's just an alpha build right now. It's supposed to be released in early 2023. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So we'll give that a try. We'll give that a try. Yeah, it's got fishing and bees. We'll give that a try on Saturday and see what we think. I mean, it could be good. I could be like, nah, I'm okay. I'm not a big fan of the isometric view. My brain just can't comprehend them. Hello, Atheenon. How are you doing? Hello. Please don't eat me, sir. Please don't eat me. Oh, I'm eating you, buddy. I'm harvesting you right now, my friend. You are getting harvested right now, buddy. I'm sorry. That was his little death cry.
No power in the verse can
Hey,
stop me.
thank you so much, Rob Kebab. I got that. Thank you so much for the follow there, my friend. I appreciate it very much. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Duncan's streaming crew. Thank you for the follow as well. How are you doing? Hope you're all having a fabulous day. But yeah, I'm going to try that out on Saturday. So I'm kind of hyped for that. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a try. Like I said, isometric view games are not my strongest suit. Just because for whatever weird reason, my brain does not, like, it just doesn't function very well in those kind of things. But it doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of cool. I am doing absolutely fantabulous today. We're going to be going and trying to hunt a moose here pretty soon. We're kind of getting our stuff and things figured out. What is isometric? Isometric is when you have your little dude and you're looking down on it in a large... It's like a expanded third person where you're guiding... Sort of like some good examples are... Don't Starve is an isometric view game. Wild 8 was an isometric view survival game. It just, for whatever reason, my brain has a hard time guiding me. I can't guide myself around the map very easily. You remember the game I played a while ago called The Flame and the Flood? That's an isometric game view. Oh god, I could have probably started this with a mag lens, huh? Nope, I couldn't. Okay, so I don't feel so bad. The Flame and the Flood was isometric view, and it was a fixed isometric view, which made it even more challenging, because, wow. Fixed isometric view, and you couldn't even look around to see what's around you. UC, hello. So yeah, for whatever reason, my brain has a hard time. I can deal with it when it's like a close-up third-person view, because I was used to that in like EverQuest quite a bit. But when it's far away, I tend to have problems registering what's going on. All right, let's build this fire up a little bit. Get a little water going here. Boopity boopity boop. Well, Duncans, if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask.
Surrounded by snow.
Oh, I know.
Nothing to drink.
I know, buddy. It's tough. But we're gonna eat all this meat before we drink stuff, because that'll just, like, be a waste of water if we don't. I sent you a clip of when to use, when I used to stream this game on Twitch and basically get attacked by a wolf. I managed to get out of the wolf. He's still got the chew my face off animation. Oh yeah, I've had that many times. That happens more often than you think. Okay, I'll drink some water. I don't have much water, but I'll drink a little water. Might as well try to cook up the rest of that bear meat and stuff too. It's just cooking skill ups at this point. I'm not gonna eat this stuff, but I'll cook it up because I can eat it later on down the road. I can eat it later. That's like food stores for later on, baby. Hey, Ninja. Yeah, I've got mauled by wolves that were dead before. Yeah. Yep. I've run into a few of those before. The funniest one is when you get the animation, like you're still, like, you killed the wolf with your knife, or you killed him right before the animation happened, and then you just, like, he sits there and you go through the whole struggle animation, even though it does no damage to you. Have I got cooking 5 yet? Not yet. I'm on my way. I'm at cooking 4, almost to halfway. But I haven't been doing any micro harvesting at all. Martin, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that very much. And shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. Big shout out to you, Martin. Thank you for the follow there. How many teas? Oh God, I've got so I've cooked so many teas. Oh yeah, I cook as many teas as I possibly can in the game. Because teas are just a free cooking skill up. I don't know if I have any more teas to prepare right now. Oh, I do. Look at that. Let's prepare it up. Yeah, you know, the wolf meat's worth cooking just for the fact that I get skill ups from it, so I might as well. Now let's throw a few more sticks on there. I don't want the fire going out yet. We still got another piece of wolf meat. We got some teas to cook. Drop the wolf meat back here. Drop the bear meat down there.
Feels like night is coming.
If item size actually mattered, your backup would just be filled with teacup. Oh gosh, look at how many teas I have. Most of them are all 0.01s that have like nothing left in them. But yeah, my backpack is full OTs. Well, every tea's a skill up, baby. There's no such bad thing. Oh, how is the best way to prepare meat for long lasting? Unfortunately, there's not. Basically, all meat in the game is eventually going to go bad. The thing is, though, once you get cooking 5, you don't care anymore. You don't care if the meat goes bad. Because once you get cooking 5, you're pretty much you're insulated from ever getting food poisoning or intestinal parasites. So cooking 5 is the ultimate, because then you can eat 0% meat and it does nothing to you. So that's why you want it outside. Yeah, you want it outside. That makes it last the longest. Don't put it into a container, because if you put food in a container and it goes bad, it'll disappear. So never ever ever put food of any kind in a container, because then you're just asking for trouble. Now every once in a while, with rather large updates to the game, it'll actually put all of your stuff, all of your food, in what's called a lost and found box. And that lost and found box, if you have food sitting out on the ice, the lost and found box will basically eat your food at that point. It eats your food. So that can be bad as well. We're just making a lot of water because we got the time, baby. Yeah, and when you cook food, that is a way that you can make your food last a little longer as well. Is if you want to, you can cook your food when it is when it's at 0%, the raw meat's at 0%, it'll go back to 50. But cooking teas is the fastest way to level your cooking. Yep, we're almost halfway to 4 right now. And we got lots and lots of teas. And I'm just gonna drink these instead of my water. Drink them down to little bitty bites and save the rest, baby. It's cheap, light medicine. Probably drank that one too much. You gotta stop right about there. There we go. It's a little cold in here. We might just head out. We might go to the cave and sleep tonight. I think that's going to be our best bet. I think that's going to be our best bet. We got wood, we got tinder. It'll be a little snowy and blowy out there, boys and girls. But definitely don't eat bear or wolf meat before you get to cooking 5.
I'm so tired. I could just lay
You
down
can
right here.
if you're in a desperate situation, but try not to eat it before cooking 5, because intestinal parasites on Interloper are brutal. It takes 20 doses, and it takes 20 doses of antibiotics to get rid of them. And you have to take 1 dose every 24 hours to get rid of it. And until you do, you're losing health, you're losing stamina, and on average, in the best of circumstances, it'll probably take 22 to 23 days, because you'll probably miss a dose somewhere along the line. And in worst case scenario, it can be like 25 or 30 days if you don't have enough doses right away. And the bad thing is the more that the intestinal parasites sit on you, the less stamina you have, so you can't do as much during the day. So usually the best strategy, if you are going to risk it, is kill a bear, risk it by eating a little bit of his meat, and if you get intestinal parasites, hope that you have enough teas or antibiotics to survive it, and then just hole up with the bear's meat, eat, drink, sleep, all that good stuff, over and over again. Make sure that you're seeing when you take the tea, like take it right before you go to bed, and every night, right before you go to bed, take a tea to get that counter to go down. Because that 20 days will last a long time. And you'll be good for about the first 10 days. It doesn't hit you very hard, but those last 10 days of intestinal parasites are brutal. Brutal.
Wet feet.
Put my shoes on when I get further in. I miss when you could have 20 teas around a campfire, they wouldn't burn off. Yeah, unfortunately, that's why I don't do a lot of tea circles anymore. It's because you have to do all this jiggling of the teas just to get stuff so it doesn't burn off on you, which is annoying as crap. All right, get our full water on us. Why is it not hot? I know. I've never understood that either, Beastie. I've advocated for a long time that if you can make a moose hide satchel, you should be able to make like a moose hide thermos, and then you could like put warm liquid in it and it would last longer. Like maybe you could only have like, you know, 2 doses of tea in it or something. But that moose hide thermos would make your fluids last longer inside of it, and they'd stay warm longer. That would be a great thing. I hope a modder comes up to it and you know, does something with that. That would be frippin' awesome. If we could actually have a thermos that would keep stuff hot for us. And it would give us another thing to make something moose hide wise out of. It would give us something else to make something out of moose hide, you know, something out of moose hides. All right. Speaking of moose hides, pick up all the fuel that's respawned in here. We haven't been in here in a few days. I'm gonna go down this way and pick up the fuel as well. Oh, this is the way I came. Oh, there's cola back here. This, boys and girls, is where you get the, this is a guaranteed cache. You'll always get a whetstone, a box of crackers, a head wrap, and the combat pants out of that cache every single time. It's one of the best it's one of the coolest little caches in the game. I already did that, okay. Or make it so you could use wolf pelts? I know. Well, I would love them, Zephyr, just to give us pelts, just to give us more recipes that we could use with the wolf pelt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would love to
carry much more.
Boop-a-doo, put all our clothes back on. There we go.
To escape this cold.
Oh, shush. You're escaping the cold right now, my friend. What about a moose hide tent? Oh, God. I would love something like a moose hide tent. That'd be awesome.
Stop me.
No Pyro. Thank you so much for the follow there. Yeah, moose hide tent would be great. That would be fabulous if we get a moose hide tent. Or some sort of windbreak. I've always advocated for a windbreak that we could put up, like, if we're trying to build a fire outdoors. And of course, if it's like a super big blizzard, you know, it would probably damage it to the point where you couldn't use it. But like for a windy day, it's like, say you're out in Bleak Inlet and it's just extraordinarily windy. If you could make a little makeshift like windbreak that you could put on two sides of your fire, that would be freaking awesome. Sure, it'd probably take like maybe some reclaimed wood, maybe a few hides or some cloth, maybe some guts to string it together. But that would be awesome.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
That would be freaking awesome. I would love something like that. A toilet meter where you survive 500 days, never have to wash your body. Yeah. Well, we do go swimming every once in a while, so I guess that counts. But yeah, maybe a maple or birch for support, something like that. Yeah. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Oh, I'm too encumbered to climb. All right, let's drop our sticks. We'll get up here. We'll drop our coal. How are your survivor's teeth doing without brushing? Ninja, that's true. That's true. Well, we don't have to worry about those little details. Yeah, I'd always love to see them add more things for stuff that doesn't have much of a purpose.
I might have to drop some gear.
There's certain things in the game that just don't have a real, like, purpose, that I would love to see them add a purpose for them. That's the way out. Sometimes there'll be a wolf corpse over here. Not today. Oh, I never say goodbye to the sticks. The sticks will live forever. They'll live forever. Oh, there's that ruined rabbit meat. I'll just drop that outside. They'll stick with you, yes. Well, the good thing about picking up sticks is they'll never disappear. And if you pick up the sticks, other sticks will spawn in their place. So if you go through an area multiple times with a few days between them, you will get not only one thing of sticks, but you'll get another thing of sticks. And so sticks are a great way to build up. That's why I leave sticks like everywhere. Because they're a resource that keeps giving all the time. That's why also with coal, you always want to pick the coal up in all the mines that you go through, because the coal will actually respawn as well. And so getting that coal to respawn can really enhance your survival, because now you have the best fuel source in the game, and it respawns on a pretty quick basis. So, not yet, Fire Monkey Rob. We're heading over to Monolith Lake right now to see if the moose is up over there, and if he's not up there, we'll head down into the basin to see if he's up there. But we had to make another bow because my bow's at 17%. We had to make another bow and a few more arrows before we headed over there to try to hunt the moose. So, I was wanting to ask if your no stick run is your no stick run on YouTube. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't have the direct link to it. But I can find it real quick for you. My channel. Let's just skip that. I'm trying to see if it's on there. It'd be an older video at this point. Yeah, it'd be an older video. I'm not sure where's it at. Maybe it's under challenge. There's the crafted clothing, no match challenge. Naked whiteout challenge. There's more no match challenge. Oh, is it under long dark challenges? Hold on a second. Oh, shush a doodles.
Lost. You need to hire.
I need indeed.
Is it on? I thought it was on YouTube. There's the no match. Hunted, archivist, whiteout. Maybe I'm thinking of the no match one. I could have sworn I had a no stick one on there, but I don't see it under the long dark challenges. I will have to investigate that, my friend. When I'm not on stream. Branjum, #1. How you doing, Branjum? How's it going? But yes, I will investigate that, Beastie. I have your DM, so I will do that. I will see if I can find that for you and give you a link for it. Honora, how are you? Oh, you're calling into work. You got called into work. Oh no. Well, good luck with your work. I hope it's not too stressful. Have a good lurk. Thank you for lurking while working. Got a new air conditioner now. One with the heat pipe out the window. Works like a charm. Nice. Yeah, my place is actually cooling down. When I got home today, it was about 80, and now it's about 78 inside. And outside, it is up to 93. Supposed to top out at about 96 in about 3 hours, so. Might have to make another run with no sticks one day. Yeah, I might just have to. I might just have to revisit that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. He went down a little hole and I couldn't get to him. He went down a little dip there. He went a dippity-doo. No, that's why we have our bandages.
Bleeding.
We did stop the bleeding, my friend. Now let's see what he did to our stuff. Oh, wow, he hit our clothing hard. That was totally a clothing wolf. Didn't hit our bedroll. Didn't do much to our health, but man, he wrecked our face on clothing. Great. Stupid, stupid wolf. We had a 57 to 78 outside today. Last 2 days have been cool. The best thing about this game is when it's being live streamed, because I honestly couldn't do a long run without streaming it. You know, Beastie, it is better to do your long runs when you're streaming. I will grant you that. It's a lot better. Yes, Martin, this is Interloper. Yeah, that was a total clothing wolf. He knocked all of my clothing was near 100%. Now those are 73, 47, 43, 79, 72. Damn stinky wolves, I tell you, man. We're only on day like 36. We're only on day 36 right now. We haven't killed a moose yet. We've got a couple bears down. I killed a bear early in the game with a flare gun because I had no choice. Because I popped out of a building and there was Mr. Barr. Luckily, I had the flare gun so I could do it. Otherwise, he probably would have eaten our face. Blackman PL, how you doing, buddy? But right now, we're heading over to Monolith Lake here to see if we can find the moose. Oh, there's moose marks. Okay, the moose is at Monolith Lake, baby. There's the moose marks right there on the tree. So we got a Monolith Lake moose. I love the Monolith Lake moose. So much better than the moose at the bottom. Because in Hush River, there's two moose spawns. There's either one here at the lake, or he's down at the very bottom of the zone, which is so annoying. So annoying. Yeah, that wolf, he came over the hill, and he started going down when I had my line of sight on him. I had a line of sight on him, and then he was like, nope, I'm taking a nosedive. It's like, damn it, Mr. Moose, Mr. Wolf. And then he just wrecked my clothing. You ever consider moving unencumbered? Oh, I'm not encumbered. But then I'd have to put down sticks. What would be the point of that? I can still sprint. I got 5 more kilos before I can't sprint anymore. Unfortunately, I'm walking against the wind, so that always makes things a little tricky. Okay, we got 2 flare shells. No, you always carry the maximum you can carry, my friend. Wow, 5 birch right here. That is awesome. Oh, 4 birch. We're on about day 36 right now.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Probably because we're tired, my friend. Yeah, I don't see the moose out here right now. There's the rabbit rock over there. That rock looks like a rabbit face. So we'll go hole up in the cave. We'll get some health back. Because even though that was a clothing wolf, he did hurt our health too. It's just he hurt our clothing way more than you know, a usual wolf would. Damn clothing wolf. At least he wasn't a bedroll wolf. The bedroll wolf would have been very bad. Bedroll wolf would have been horrific. Oh, there's lots of stuff in here. Throw feather, a little bit of wood, candy bar, cloth, some lantern fuel. Oh, there's a wool toque in here. Nice. Haven't had one of those in a little while. Got a little more coal. Yeah, the bedroll wolf is evil, and you'll know him when you hit him, or when he hits you. You'll know the bedroll wolf when he hits you, because you'll look at yourself and you'll be like, huh, that's funny. I didn't take much damage. I didn't take much health damage. Didn't take much clothing damage. And then you'll go to sleep and you'll be like, where's my bedroll? What just happened? Where's my bedroll at? And you'll be like, oh, frickin' blah. I'm gonna get as much sleep as I can tonight. So we are definitely gonna build a fire. I don't think I can get a Maglin's fire going. No, didn't think so. I don't want to risk a storm coming up and interrupting my health regen. And I have enough fuel right now that we can definitely do a fire. I've never been attacked by the ice cave wolf, which to me in a ways is the new Fluffy. Well, Fluffy still exists, Beastie. Fluffy now lives in the cannery in Bleak Inlet. Fluffy is there doing Fluffy stuff. Alright, so we are nice and thirsty now. Let's eat up some food. And we got cattails out there, too. Always the underrated survival games that have the best community. Oh, yeah, totally. The community around Long Dark, Martin, is just... I've never seen its like before. And I think the thing I like most about it is that it's a community of people who really love the game and care about the game. And you don't really find a lot of trolls or people who put other people down for not playing it a certain way. Those people get shunned very, very quickly. Very quickly, those people are told, yeah, you have no business in our community. We don't shun people for not playing the way you want it played. Oh yeah, I'm glad I built that fire now. Holy crap. And that's what I've always said, is that really... you know, it's all about the community, and really, that's the best part. Yeah, Twitch has really stepped up their ads lately, Martin. I've noticed that in a lot of people's streams. Alright, so, let's sleep for 10 hours. There we go. It's like you're freaking Amazon. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, man. You're Amazon. We might as well harvest him up, cook his stuff. I don't need his hide. I'll take his guts. How long do I have left on this fire? Oh, 3 hours? Oh, jeez. I can do this with my hands. Atheenon knows when a blizzard is about to start. Just a weather wizard. No, I just knew. I just had this sneaking suspicion that when I laid down to sleep, something was going to get going. I just had this sneaking suspicion. That's a couple skill ups for us. Nothing back here, though. Interesting. Usually there's some stuff in the back of the caves, but not right now. Bulmera, hello, hello. How are you tonight? Hope you're having a great day. Alright, sleep a little bit more. That meat will be done by the time we get up. There we go. There's not an... Oh, there's an aurora out, which means the moose won't be up. Yay. Fabulous. Fabuloso. Alright, let's drop a hot tea here. Drop a tea. Get that warmed up real quick and drink that down. Because I'm going to break these sticks down out here. I just don't like those in the way when I'm wanting to hunt and stuff. How long have you had a single fire going before? You know, I usually don't overdo my fires. I think my longest fire ever... Let's see. Fire started, longest fire, 176 hours. So whatever that breaks down to. It's not actually that long of a one. It's not actually that long of a fire. Okay, who's... Oh God. Hold on just a second, boys and girls. I need to call my boss real quick. Hold on 1 second, okay? Work interrupts, but I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My boss is going to actually be calling me back very soon, so I'm going to have to pause again real quick because we have a situation at work that needs to be dealt with. So, at this moment, Ath quits his job live and becomes a full-time streamer. I wish, but no, that's not the way. Not the way the real world works for me, unfortunately. I wish, but not. So 176 hours is 8 days. Okay. Okay, well, you know, this is a part of the show where Ath kills a moose. Not yet. Boss point. Oh, points. Yes, points. Phone points. Sorry about that. Yes, we gotta get the phone points in. Forgot about that completely. All right. We got a couple hours left on that. We're in the warm part of the cave, so let's just sleep on through. Our fire is out. Our fire is officially out, boys and girls. It's kind of crappy looking out there. Let's see what other pieces of clothing I need to repair. How much cloth do I got left? Oh, I forgot to put the birch down. Gosh dang it. Forgot to put the birch down. Did you know you could mountain goat from the bottom of Ash Canyon to Homesteader's Respite? Yes, you can. I just usually don't try. Yeah, you can technically also mountain goat up to the summit in Timberwolf if you want to. I've seen people do it. It's not easy, and it takes a lot of time. I would rather go around the other way because then I get all the stuff. Then I get all the stuff and things along the way. But yes, you can do it up to Homesteader's Respite. I have actually seen them do that as well. Alright, so we'll repair that up. I'm actually going to swap out that for that. Keep my rabbit hat in reserve for the moment. I'm gonna wait on repairing those because you get a lot of repair off one repair. Okay, so everything else is in pretty decent shape again. We're only rocking a 15-degree warmth bonus, so it's not much. It's not much. I got a bow today in Interloper for day 14, my personal record. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. I see no moose. I see no moose. There's moose marks right up there, though. This is where the moose will spawn. He ranges pretty wide, though. He goes all the way out there. He goes up behind that rock over there. He goes out in that area. Sometimes he'll just be out in this lake area. But yes, congratulations on it. Yeah, I've seen one and only do some crazy stuff, Ninja. Yeah, I've seen him do some crazy stuff. But yes, you can actually do that. I've never tried it myself, but yeah. I usually mountain goat down from places. I usually don't go the other way. I just get annoyed by it. What is my fastest bow? You know, I don't usually rush the bow, to be honest. I'd say probably my fastest bow is probably like 7 days, maybe, or something like that. A lot of it depends if you get a hacksaw really early, and you can cut a maple down really early, and you can get the maple curing really early. That's like the key to getting that early bow. Some of it has to do with the kind of the luck of the draw on where you spawn. If you can get that hacksaw super early and get the maple curing and down, and then get a couple of guts down and curing as well, and then go get your tools made, and then get back and like get it crafted up as quick as you can.
Can't feel my feet.
So yeah. It'd be fun if we could see the moose make markings. That'd be kind of cool too. I figured while we're here, we might as well pick up some food since we can't find the moose. Since the moose is not up, we'll go explore a little bit. There's a couple of caves over here that we can go check out. That'd be your thing. As soon as you found the hacksaw, immediately do a summit roll, no bed roll, just the hacksaw. Oh yeah, and that's totally doable. Totally doable. I've done that multiple times. And that again is just situational. If you're in Timberwolf Mountain, you spawn there, and you find a hacksaw, why not? The upsides are really good. Yeah, the moose is just not up. The moose just ain't up, boys and girls. Now, one thing that's nice about Monolith Lake is there's one wolf, and he's way over there. So you really won't run into wolves out here very often either. Got him that time. A lot of mushrooms up here too, which is kind of nice. I don't know if there's none on that. A couple over here. You can never, ever pick too many mushrooms or rose hips. And Hush River Valley has a massive amount of them in it, especially rose hips. Hush River Valley has one of the highest density of rose hips in the game, probably. I've never quantified it exactly, but you can get like 300-400 rose hips in Hush River Valley pretty easily. That's a lot of tea. But yeah, I pretty much pick I pick every mushroom and every rose hip until I get cooking 5. Sometimes I have to go to Pleasant Valley to get to hacksaw, but normally have summon run done by day or 4 or 5. Yeah, I mean, the way we're going, Beastie, I've never even been to the summit yet. So by the time we get there, the summit won't have a lot for us. But honestly, as the game has expanded and grown, the summit is a less desirable place in Interloper than it used to be. Because early game, you'll get a few canned food items there, which is kind of cool, I guess. But, mainly most of the stuff that you want to get at the summit's going to be there whether you get there early or not. Crackers are always going to be there. The flare gun, the matches, the fire striker, it's all going to be there. The clothing will probably be damaged a lot, but it's not as hard to get head wraps and combat pants as it used to be. So the summit to me is not as appealing as it used to be, but it's still a nice place to go. I did like a day 2 summit with snow shelters, but didn't find it very inspiring. Yeah, it's not like Stalker. If you go to the summit in Stalker early, my God, there's so much stuff at the summit. There's so much stuff at the summit. But you know, on Interloper, there's a lot less. A lot less exciting items. The main things I go to the summit for are to reload my flare gun with more shells, and to get the, oh really? Am I gonna have to break that down to get this rose hip? Hey, DB, you know, I'm doing okay. It's hot out here. It's hot. I'm not gonna lie. It's hot. Oh crap. My boss is calling me. Hold on a second. Hold on, boys and girls. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh, stuff at work's always fun. Okay, well, let's see what we got in here. Hey, some beef jerky. Woo! Let's go, beef jerky. Looks like we have a few coals back here as well. So yeah, early summit's not a bad idea, especially if you hit the crates that are on the way, because the crates down there by the deer clearing will give you tomato soup, and they'll also give you some metal and cloth, which will make it easier for you to make a snow shelter. And then the crate that's down there by the three-way cave will have a lot of good gear in it as well, which will let you be able to make, you know, get good clothing as well as tear some apart, and have and even be, you know, even to be a better shape. So it's not bad. It's not a bad maneuver. Do that early. Do that nice and early summit run. Can really pay off dividends for you. I'm only gonna sleep for an hour, so I'm just gonna sleep. Just to get a little more warmth back. But yeah, you know, DB, my temperature here's dropped about 3 degrees since I got home. I turned my AC on full, got the fans on, all the good stuff's going on, so yeah, it's pretty hot here. It's pretty hot here though. I think right now, let's see, what is it? 94 outside. I mean, it's not like it's you know, some of the hot stuff that some people are seeing around, but it's Oregon hot. It's Oregon hot, my friends. So I don't know if there's anything over here that I might want other than a whole bunch of sticks. You were thinking in game. Oh, yep. I'm in Oregon. Little stig. Live right near, right in the Portland metro area. Sort of, kind of. Zert, how you doing? I'm doing good. I've been good. I've been good, my friend. We've got moose sign down at the Monolith Lake. We haven't seen him yet. So I decided that he wasn't up when we came around. So I decided to come up here and get a few more things and stuff. Oh, nice, nice, Stig. What, do you live in Southern Oregon, Eastern Oregon, the Valley, the coast? Those are sort of the 4 regions in Oregon. For those of you who don't know Oregon, I live in what's called the Willamette Valley, which is where the I-5 corridor runs all the way from Mexico to Canada. And the Willamette Valley has pretty nice stuff. I like to go middle of nowhere, Eastern Oregon. Oh, well, East Oregon's nice. Eastern Oregon's beautiful. It really is a beautiful area out there. I like to go to HRV and AC, but I don't know the maps. Well, you know, that is the best time. The best thing you can do is play them on a lesser difficulty level and learn those maps. Play it on like Pilgrim or Voyager, where you aren't going to be facing as many like wolves and bears and stuff, and they won't be as deadly to you. Play around on those difficulty levels, get used to the maps, and then go from there. There is Pleasant Valley in Oregon. Yeah, there is. What's the play for the run today? Well, we're on a moose hunt. We're hunting for the moose, you see. We saw a moose sign down on Monolith Lake, but the moose wasn't up. So we came up to this cave to get a few more things. So we collected our cattails. We came up here. We're going to head back down to Monolith Lake and see if the moose is up. And if he is, we're going to try to hunt him. If not, we're going to head over to the other cave that's down there. And then maybe drop down into the ravine area as well. Yeah, the moose is our goal. We will not stop till we get the moose. Now, I used to go hunting with my dad near Ukiah in Eastern Oregon. Which is interesting because I just got my comic book today, which doesn't show up real well on stream, but I just got my comic book, my Superman number 165. This was the comic that I read all the time when I was young and I went hunting with my dad. I always had this book in my back pocket. It's a book from 1963, 7 years before I was even born. But I used to read that one all the time when I went hunting with my dad. So I finally found myself a low-grade copy for like $6, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick it up, just for the memories. Just for the memories. I was playing Interloper, and I got Blackrock 5 times in a row. And one of those times, I actually managed to get out to one connecting zones, and died in the connecting zone. And I was like, Hinterland, please get rid of Timberwolves. Or get rid of Blackrock from Interloper starting zones. Yeah, Blackrock is a pain as a starting zone, isn't it? It's not real fun. It's neither fun nor funny to get stuck in Blackrock as a starting zone. And I've been stuck here. I've had a few Blackrock starts. The main goal, if you get spawned in Blackrock, is just to get the heck out. Did my dad enjoy comics? Not really, no. I had a cousin who was really into comics when I was growing up. And actually was like one of the first people I ever saw who had like a long box of comics. And I was just like, oh my god! But my dad liked to read books. But yeah, he wasn't big into, I mean, he probably was into comics when he was younger, but he never really like bought comics when he was older. But my older cousin had this long box of comics. It was like, holy crap. He had Superman and Batman, Fantastic Four and Daredevil. Oh, my first introduction to comic books. So we're starting zone for Interloper period. That's why Bleak Inlet is an Interloper starting zone, because it also sucks. Well, for me, Beastie, both Bleak Inlet and Blackrock Prison, they're fine zones for Interloper later in the game.
It's making my head feel
for majority players. Like, now a player like One and Only, he can tromp right through it, no problem. Early game, he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna just tromp right through this, no problem at all. But for most normal players, for us mere mortals, those are a good zone to hit late in the game when you have a bow, 20 arrows, maybe a couple of bows and 20 arrows, 25 arrows, because the Timberwolves are very resilient to damage, and Timberwolves are hard to get a good like headshot on consistently, and so a lot of times they'll run away with your arrow, which really sucks. There's nothing that sucks worse than a Timberwolf running away with your arrow, because chances are you aren't going to find it again. You can. It takes a lot of time and you're going to lose a lot of health, but chances are you won't be finding that arrow anytime soon, which makes you feel really sad. Doing a little cleanup here, boys and girls, because I'm going to be converting this into a moose cooking factory here at some point. Hopefully, if the moose ever decides to show up. I want to have as much stuff out of the way as I possibly can. We got 17 charcoals there. Wow, that's a lot of charcoal. Bye! Even if I had a bow and 20 arrows, I still couldn't go in there because it's annoying. As soon as you aim at them, they scare and run off. Like, it's like, stop running from me for just a second and embrace your death, my friend. Embrace the death. You know, the Timberwolves are a good challenge. They're a good challenge, especially if you're bored with Interloper. I definitely say go to Timberwolf Mountain. You won't be as bored. You won't be as bored in Timberwolf Mountain. It's a good place to go for a challenge, to challenge yourself. So I taught one's a new trip for a long day a couple days ago. One's did not know that the church and desolation point can be used to cure pelts and hides. Oh wow! Oh yeah, yeah. That's a very not well-known fact that you can cure stuff in the church there. I actually had a viewer show me that, Fire Monkey Rob, quite a bit ago, and I was like, holy crap, that's freaking awesome. How many days does a fully harvested moose supply food-wise? Longer than I usually stay in a place. It also depends on whether you're wanting to keep your well-fed bonus. There's a lot of factors that play into it. How long you want to keep well-fed, you know, conservative you are with your food, how big the moose is. But I mean, it'd probably be, I'd be guessing it'd be 20 days or so, 20, 30 days probably, in a pinch. You could probably make it stretch to 45 days if you really conserve your food. Oh God, I thought that was the goddamn moose. Oh my God, that deer scared the crap out of me. I thought that was the moose. So a lot of it just depends on how far you can stretch things. I mean, you can make it stretch. If you do the starvation technique and you don't care about well-fed, you could probably make one moose stretch a couple of months in game if all you did was eat, sleep, wake up, pass the day, eat, sleep, wake up, pass the day.
Something's making me feel tired.
Let's put it this way, it's enough food that if you have intestinal parasites, you can easily survive on a moose for the 20 days. Hey, Cryogen, hello, hello. How are you doing? Good evening, good evening. I watched your desolation point and you showed that feature in the church and you forgot the pelt, yeah, the pelt in the guts, yeah. Ooh, he's coming right towards us, boy, the girl. Yeah, let's get him. Let's get him. Oh, he's got a little rise there. He's got a little rise. It'll let him get closer. Wait till he puts his head down. When they put their head down, it's a little harder for them to... Oh, we got him on that second shot, baby. Oh, yeah. Woo! Let's go. Let's go, baby. Did I manage to get him from over here, though? No. Can I build a fire over here? Yes, I can. Not a Maglin's fire, though. It's in his belly. It's in his belly. It's under his belly. I'm gonna use my accelerant. Just because I want this fire going and I want it quick.
That did it.
Because because we can harvest him. Get that going. If we can sneak around here. Still be within range of my fire. Nice. By the way, also a little known fact, you can actually harvest a carcass in stages. If you want to harvest it like 25%, get cold, run in, come back out, and get warmed up. You know, go inside, get warmed up, and then come back out and harvest the rest of them. You can do that. You can do that. So, this is a brand new run, Deathcloud. Brand new run. Yes, I did get my arrow back when I quartered him. I heard the little click. Well, at least we got some food for a few days. How much time do I got left on the fire? 59 minutes. Let's add some sticks to it.
Too much stuff to carry.
Of course. Oh. Well, the fire lasted long enough that we didn't lose any, like, any real... Oh, good. Our old bow broke as well. Nice. Wait and see how you doing. Not enjoying the staycation just because of mild allergies. Took down Blackberry Wall. Started removing it. I started sneezing uncontrollably. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Just out of... Though, did you ever play the Walking Dead game? Yes, I played the first couple Walking Dead games. They're okay. They're very much a Telltale game that has a certain goal in mind, that has certain people that are only going to be available at the end. But they are kind of cool. They were kind of interesting to play. I kind of got bored with them after a while, to be honest. You think it'd be good for Hinterland to accommodate to the portion of players who like the really hard challenge? Like, accommodate in what way, Tristan? I mean, they added the As the Dead Sleep challenge, which I thought was very accommodating to people who like the idea of no birchbark tea, no health regen, and having an actual goal for that game. So they added the As the Dead Sleep, which I thought was a really good addition. But what other challenges would you like to see him do? Saw Steam release a buco load of sales for the summer. Sad my laptop won't run the good games anymore. Yeah. But in what way would you want them to? How would they accommodate? Is what I'm wondering. What exactly does that mean? I know you're probably typing right now, but I'm just talking because I got nothing else to do, right? Add more challenges like that and add new features to make it harder and fun. Well, you can always do custom games. You can always do the custom games, Tristan, which I think is the ultimate in adding things that make the game more difficult. So the custom game is definitely an option for people. Custom is a big one. I would like to see them make custom games even more custom than they are, if that makes sense. I would like to see them add extra.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Toggle buttons for different items of clothing, for different things in the game, where you could turn on, say, hunting knives. If you just wanted hunting knives. Oh, I'd love to see them let people get feats and with customs. I think that is one of the most antiquated things that they have, is that you can't get feats in custom games, which makes no sense at all. Makes absolutely no sense at all. So yeah, I mean, I would love them to do that. I would love them to add more stuff into the custom. I'm right there with you. I would love to see more challenges as well. I'd love to see them come up with some more interesting challenges. And I think, honestly, with the introduction of DLCs, I think they will do that. I think we will see more games, more challenges added to the game with the introduction of DLCs. I think that's inevitable. Well, the thing is, Stig, that you can get the feats just by playing Pilgrim if you want. I mean, so it's hard to see a mode of gameplay that is any less difficult than Pilgrim. So if you can get feats in Pilgrim, then why not be able to get them in custom games? Because honestly, most of the people I know of that play custom games are a lot of times looking to play a harder version of Stalker without having it actually be Interloper. You know what I'm saying? So they're actually looking to step their game up and have it be more difficult. Actually, I'll be playing Northern Lights this Saturday. They were kind enough to offer me a key, which I accepted, and I'll be playing some Northern Lights on Saturday. Well, and they have detached. I don't know when the DLCs are coming. I don't know when they're coming. That I can't tell you. But I do know that they've detached story and survival mode from one another. Story and survival mode are no longer connected like they used to be. So they'll be able to do a lot more stuff with survival without actually having it affect story mode. And not having to test everything like they've had to in the past. Which I think will give them a lot more freedom as well. I think an Aurora hunted challenge, like Aurora all the time, you'd be chased by bears and wolves all the time. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be down with that. My custom loper is no timber wolves, no cabin fever. There you go. I think story mode has so much potential to be an open world quest game. It could be. I think they, Long Dark has changed a lot since they first conceptualized it. Because when Long Dark was first conceptualized, all it was going to be is a story-based survival game. That's all it was. Open world survival was never part of the plan. Open world survival was a direct response to the overwhelming response they got from survival mode being what it is. And they were like, well, crap, we got something good on our hands here. We should definitely explore this. And so they made survival mode what it is today. With new DLCs, what kind of things and regions would you like to see? Well, I'd love to see them add some region near Broken Railroad that you can go to Broken Railroad from a different area than just Forlorn. I think that'd be great. I'd love to see another region over here, which I'm sure one of these spots is going to get the region in the next chapter story mode. There's this big blank spot up here that could get another region, so I'd like to see at least 3 to 4 new regions with that. I'd like to see them add new clothing into the game. There's some features and stuff like that would be cool if they added some different features into the game. But I don't know what those could be. Maybe more features for more animals. Maybe a tougher apex predator. Maybe some way to cook things.
Looks like I survived another night.
There's quite a few things that would be kind of cool to see them add. I don't want them to get them to get too crazy with the clothing because because everything will have to be balanced and rebalanced. I'd love to see them add some predatory cat. That would be awesome. I'd love to see them add more animals that we could trap, like beavers and fox and muskrat, squirrels. Maybe animals that you could never ever actually like physically hunt. You'd never physically see or be able to hunt them, but you could always track them and make tracking something too. So you would have to track the animals that you can't hunt, then you'd have to place traps according to what kind of animal they are. Like you couldn't use like a small game trap on, say, a fox or a beaver. Like you couldn't use a little rabbit snare, but maybe you could use a rabbit snare on rabbits, rats, maybe muskrats. I don't know how big a muskrat is in real life. And maybe you could use it on them as well. So it'd actually give trapping something that'd be really cool. Yeah, maybe we could make like socks and stuff with the smaller animals, you know? Imagine running into a Yeti. No! I don't want to imagine that. I don't want to imagine that crazy guy. The crazy guy, that's a crazy idea. Crazy, I tell you. But yeah, Rindark, I'd love to see them add like a predatory cat into the game. That would be really cool. I don't know how that would balance out with what's in the game right now. That's the only concern I have, is how that would balance with what's in the game at the moment. But it's definitely an interesting idea for sure. See Torch and Wolf interaction rework. It's not. I honestly, Andrew, I don't think it's OP. I think it is, it's something that if you do it right, it works really well, and you make it look OP, but, if a strong wind comes up and you lose your torch, you're screwed. And if you don't do it right, you're screwed. There's several things like that, yes, I'm sure you've seen streamers like myself, and One and Only, that use the torch technique to a huge advantage, and we use it really well, but that also is because we have hundreds, and in some cases thousands of hours playing this game, so we've learned every minutia mechanic of doing it. There's also ways that it fails very easily, too. Believe me, I've had it fail on me, where I've been outside with a torch, and I've been like, doo-doo-doo, no problem walking around, a strong wind comes up, and I'm like, whoosh, it's out. And it always seems to happen right when you run into a wolf. It's never like when you're just walking along, not worrying about stuff. It's always when you run into a wolf. The torch versus Timberwolf mechanics need to be fixed. Well, Timberwolves need to be fixed, period. Timberwolves are broken. Timberwolves suck. Their whole AI is goofy as crap. They don't work right. The whole Timberwolf thing needs to be fixed, in my opinion. But that's just me. I'm not the biggest fan of Timberwolves. I wasn't a fan when they first entered the game. Their AI needs a lot of work because they just don't function very well. Just their whole attack mode. There's lots of things I just don't like about Timberwolves. It's not because I'm like, oh, they're so hard. It's just, no, there's just mechanical things I do not like about them. They are manageable. Once you learn where the Timberwolves are, you can sort of work your way around them a lot of times. Like, once you learn where the packs kind of patrol in the area, you can be like, okay, I know there's Timberwolves over in this area, so I'm going to crouch and avoid and do all that sort of stuff. But the mechanics of them still, in my opinion, need a lot of work. They are not by any stretch of the imagination a good working animal in the game. But then again, the wolves, for a long time, the wolves needed a lot of work too. But yeah, without the torch trick, it makes it very hard to deal with wolves early game when you have no other tools. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying there's definitely arguments for and against having the torch trick work. There's definitely a lot of positives and there's positives and negatives towards it, and I can see both sides of it. It is a mechanic that's useful. It is limited because a strong wind can blow your torch out in a second. But, you know, I can see why some people would not want it to happen. Now, you can, in custom games, make it so wolves do not fear you. And they do not fear torches, and they do not fear, they don't fear torches or fires at all. So you can in custom games make it a nullified thing. So the problem with noisemakers, oh, there, you already Beastie just put it in there. The problem with noisemakers is that they're good at scaring off the wolves, but if you're gonna be in I guess they're good if you're just passing through an area and you just want to get away from the Timberwolves. But if you're intending to actually live in an area for a while, you have to thin the herd on the Timberwolves to make it worthwhile to live there for very long. Because otherwise they're just gonna keep coming back over and over and over and over again, and it gets a little redundant. It gets a little redundant.
Can't feel my feet.
You know, I will, Beastie, I will say I disagree with you on the wolf thing. I actually like how wolves are not rubber banded to an area anymore, and you can't just walk away from them forever and they give up. I kind of like that mechanic, I know there's a lot of people who don't like that one, but that's one I can actually kind of get behind because it makes the threat of the wolf a little bit greater.
Lay down for
That you can't just like continually just walk away from them and be like, see you later, buddy. Bye. You have to actually take into account, okay, at some point I need to deal with this wolf. And it also gives you the opportunity and the chance that you'll run into multiple wolves that way too. Where before you could kind of gauge, oh, well, if I get out of this area, that wolf will lose interest and go away. Now, early in the game, you can, in fact, outrun. You can actually outrun the wolves early in the game. Because if you do get to a certain distance away from them, they will lose interest in you and just go away. So you can actually outdistance yourself enough through running if you're really light to get away from wolves. But I will disagree. I will respectfully disagree with you that I actually like that change. That's a change I actually like that they do that. But see, again, that just has to do with that goes back to show that there's no real right or wrong answer. There's you know, many different ways to look at it and many different ways to approach it and go, I like this that they did, or I didn't like this that they did. So it's nice though. That's the beauty though about this game, is that with all the different stuff they do, we can agree to disagree, and you know, and in that instance, I'll respectfully disagree, and you know, it's like, whatever. Yeah, at one point you learned all the wolf maximum distance range before they changed it, and once they changed it, I was like, wait, my calculation's off. What's going on? I think they should polish up the game, maybe add some more clothing, but otherwise just work on mod support. Yeah, you know, I'm not a big fan of mods. Also, I just never... I know modding is a huge thing, and a lot of people like it. I would never personally use mods myself in the game because, honestly, I love the game and all of its imperfections. But I understand the desire of people to want mods, and I can see where that would be a great thing. I think once the base game is complete, the biggest problem right now is that every change they make of the game, and honestly, also, what money does Hinterland make on mods? You got to look at it from a dollar and cents type thing. Hinterland doesn't care about mods because it financially does not help them at all. They do not make money off of people making mods for the game. So for them, making the game, I think once they have their base game complete and they move into the DLC part of the development, I think you'll see a modding community explode on modding the base game apart from any DLC stuff that comes out. Because right now, with them adding all sorts of new stuff to the game, the main thing I've heard from people that use mods a lot of times is that if you add a mod onto your game and then Hinterland makes a major change to how things work in the game, it can sometimes break the mod if the mod's not being updated to stay current. But I think once they get the base game done, and they're like, this is our base game, period. Everything else from here on out's a DLC, I think you're going to see an explosion in the modding community because they'll have that base game, the baseline, that they can build mods on. And then if DLCs come out, they can look at it and go, well, we're going to incorporate that into our mod, or no, we're just going to make our mod for the base game. So I think once that's done, I think the modding community will really get a huge boost because they won't be restricted by having to always update their mod to keep up with the new wolf AI and the new region that's been added and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, and that's the thing, is like, mods, Raph is very, to that point, Joe, Raph is very protective of this game. Think of this game, think of it as if this game was your baby, was your child. And it is his child. And I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with how he handles it, but I can, in a sense, understand his desire to keep his baby as pure as possible, just like you want your child to be not influenced by things. He wants to keep it as pure as possible. He is very controlling. I've had some communication with him, and he seems like a nice enough guy. But honestly, it's his baby. It's what he's poured over a decade of his life into, and I can understand him being protective about it. I don't necessarily agree with how protective he is, but I can understand it. I can understand it. But once the base game is done, I think the gloves are off. I think modding will become a huge thing in the Long Dark community, and mods that last for a long time. And I think you're gonna see a lot of that. I think you're gonna see a lot of people doing that once the game's done. Like, I like as turn breath off. Yes, the breath can get very annoying, especially when it's dark out and you can't see real well, and you have a torch, and all of a sudden you breathe and your entire vision's obscured because now your breath is red. That is so freaking annoying. That is so freaking annoying. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna come. Yeah, quality of life stuff. I think Hinterlands even said that, once the game is done, mod support will be something they will entertain. But I when it comes down to it, I understand it from both a personal sense and a business sense, that it's like, it's not something they really are focusing on that much, because let's just be bottom line, it doesn't make them any money. It doesn't, they don't make any money on somebody modding the game. And it sounds cold and everything. It's like, well, what about the modders? And it's like, well, from their standpoint, they're like, well, we don't care. And I kind of get that. But it's something that's going to eventually evolve and become its own thing. There's nothing they can do to stop it. So eventually, once the game's completely done, I think they will probably, be more supportive of it and be like, hey, make the mods, if we'll help you out. The mods, the mods that are made, we are going to be changing the base game, maybe a little tweak here or there, but not very much. So the mods should work from now on. But yeah, I mean, modders, unless you donate to them, they don't really make any money. So worn clothing to weigh less got 25%. Well, hey, Joe, despite him running his forums very closely and kind of getting a little snarky with people sometimes, they have in the past listened to the community, given us some stuff that we wanted. They haven't given us everything we wanted, but they've actually listened and given us things. I think that, things like the technical backpack, the moose-hide satchel, has come around from a place of listening to the community and going, okay, they want more carry weight stuff. So we'll do that. Well, also, Andrew, from what I've heard, try playing the base Skyrim game with no mods. And let me know how you feel about the game. To me, I'm not saying anything against Skyrim. From what I've heard, Skyrim without mods is really garbage. It used to be really garbage. And to me, that is the sign of a lazy company going, well, we're going to put out this game and you can buy it, but if you want to play it, go out and mod it. We don't care.
I think I need to lay down.
And that I mean, for them it's a win-win, because they would rather have other people fix their game, much like how Bethesda did business for a long, long time. They would rather have people fix their game for those things that they don't want to have to bother fixing. So, it all comes down to what you want. I have never been a modder, so I could care less. I could care less about mods. I would use, if I used any mods, it would probably be a couple of quality of life ones like Joe was talking about, where you could change a few things in the game. But even then, I don't know. I don't know if I'd even use them then. I enjoy the base game as it is. But I'm an old school gamer. Back in my day, back in my day, we played the game they gave us, damn it. You know what? We never even got any updates. If they gave you a game that was crap, guess what? It was always going to be crap. You'd have to deal with the crap. You just learned to embrace it. You embrace the crap. We didn't have the choice. We were never given the choice, damn it. We had to embrace the crap and just deal with it. Okay, we can't get a mag lens firing on. God, would this moose ever freaking show up? Oh, Moosey, I'm home. Well, honestly though, Oso, you can. I mean, if I wanted to save the game right now, if I had to leave real quick, I could do this. I have a save point. I can exit out of the game and come right back. So if you really, I mean, if you really want to, you can save the game, boom, and be done. I mean, if you really want to. If you don't care about health, you don't care even if you're standing out in the middle of a blizzard, you can pass time for an hour, get a save point, and you're good to go. The feat progression is kind of stupid. I hate that you can't get feats in custom mode. I've been pushing for that for years. Because my take on it is if you can get feats on, it'd be different if you could only get feat progression playing Stalker and Interloper. But if you can get feat progression on Voyager, and especially on Pilgrim, if you can get them on Voyager and Pilgrim, what's the point? I mean, of not letting you get them on custom. It makes literally no sense. Because it's not like you go into custom mode and go, I want to make it easier than Pilgrim. Who's ever gone to custom mode and gone, I want a custom Pilgrim that's easier than Pilgrim? Most people go to custom because they want to tweak a Stalker run or an Interloper run or something like that. They don't go to custom to tweak a Pilgrim run.
I need some.
So, for me, that seems like a punitive thing as well. Oh no, I have the cartographer achievement. Heck, I got the cartographer achievement back when Ash Canyon, Rush River Valley, Bleak Inlet, Broken Railroad, all those zones were not even in existence yet. Well, and that's the thing. That's also the thing, Fire Monkey. The feats in the game.
Come on.
The feats in the game are not bad. Oh no, I have. The moose hasn't shown up yet. The moose hasn't shown up yet, Ninja. We're sitting here waiting for the little bastard, and he's not shown up yet. But the feats in the game, that's one thing I do like with the feats in the game. The feats are not too overpowered. Sure, they give you a little bit of an advantage, especially if you're playing Interloper game. The cold fusion feat is great early game. It basically allows you to be warm inside houses without having to have really good clothing. But you can survive without them. You can survive without them. And I've done no feats run before, so and I like that in Interloper you sort of have to make a choice. You have to be like, okay, well I only get 2 feats. What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick? So that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, there's so many zones in the game now. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 major zones and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 major zones. 12 major zones, 3 connector zones, Winding River, Crumbling, and the Ravine. And there's also 2 connectors between Black Rock and Pleasant Valley that aren't on the maps. So there's actually 5 connector zones now. So I do have quite a few saplings and maples. I tend to collect a lot. But I also know where most of them do end up normally spawning too, so. Okay, everything's cooked. Everything's cooked, everything's good. All right. See where our cooking stands. Woo! It's getting spicy, baby. Getting spicy. Getting juicy. And we'll put a little more water on. Why not? Funny how all my Interloper runs so far have been done without feats because I haven't unlocked them yet. If the only feat I actually want is Cold Fusion because it's the best feat in the game. Yeah, I mean, really, on a Stalker, Pilgrim, or Voyager run, you don't even need Cold Fusion. Just being honest, you don't even need Cold Fusion. As Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, the weather in those, once you get good clothing, the weather in those is not very bad. Most days you'll be positive temperatures outside most of the day. I mean, once you get like an expedition parka, a couple ski pants, some good boots, you get the double head wraps, you get some good, you get some jackets, some good, some warm Cowichan sweaters or something. You're like styling and profiling. Oh, I still have not got the I still have never got the rabbit one because I just don't care. I snare 100 rabbits. I never snare rabbits. I think I have most of the badges anymore. Yeah, the only 2 that I don't have is my my Nomad badge because Nomad was broken for so long and I just never wanted. I lost all my bandit, all my challenge badges. I lost them all in the time capsule debacle of 2019, I think it was. So I lost my 2018 Midnight and Twilight badge, which pisses me off because I never get those back. But I have all the other badges. And I lost all my challenge badges and all my feats in that debacle. That was silly. But what can you do? You just push forward and keep going. And that's what we did. We pushed forward. We never gave up. We never surrendered. Wow, this fire's lasting a long, long freaking time. Time to eat some meat. No, I know AC well looted everything. Oh yeah, Ash Canyon's a great little zone. Galaxy Quest, never give up, never surrender. All right, question is,
something's gotta
will
go.
the moose show up? By the way, boys and girls, if you ever have time, just make water. If you have fire and you want to do something, make water. You will never, ever be sad about coming back and finding lots of water wherever you go. Never. It doesn't happen. Mr. Moose! Moosey! Moose! Give him a good moose call. Oh man. Made it a goal on my current Interloper run to harvest all reclaimed wood in the world and bring it to trappers. That's a cool goal. One goal you can set for yourself as well is to make sure you get all the stems in the world. That can be fun, because then you gotta travel all over the place. Now in Timberwolf Mountain, I had to build a rock storage because I had way too much crap already. And I still have loot at the summit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I never use rock caches that much. I just usually dump stuff on the ground. I mean, sure, it takes a little longer to pick up, but in this game, what do you have but time?
Goddamn.
In this game, you have nothing but time. Time is not a bad thing in this game. So I tried out rock caches for a little bit. Then I was just like, I don't really care. Yeah, but see, I always organize my stuff. I always make it nice and organized, so it looks all fancy when I come back. I'm like, ooh, I want a piece of this and a piece of this. Yeah, Voyager loot is a bit excessive. Voyager loot is very excessive. Very, very excessive in Voyager. Voyager is like, oh, I'm gonna go stock the store at the crossroads now. I actually did a run where I stocked the store. It looked pretty dang cool. It looked pretty dang cool when you had the whole store stocked up, had bedrolls in there, and lanterns, and food on the shelves. It looked pretty dang cool. I think I actually have a picture up on Steam of that. I think I actually posted one of those on Steam. Let's see, where do you find your pictures you put up there? Enter your profile, maybe? I wonder where you find the pictures that you put on Steam. Friends, no, help. Store, it's not under there. Not in my library. Content, maybe? Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. Oh, there's the picture we... So here's how much of a douche I can be. So back when pistols were first introduced into the game, back when they were first introduced into the game, they then followed up that year with the 4 Days of Night challenge again, which I was actually really excited about because we had killed like over 200 wolves in 4 Days of Night the year before, and I was like, I want to beat my goal. So we put this up on stream. We found, but the problem was we found lots of revolver ammo and no revolvers. And so all the revolver ammo had been replaced by all the rifle ammo had been replaced, a lot of it, by the revolver ammo. So we did that. And we posted that up on Twitter and asked them why no gun. Why no gun, Hinterland? Why no gun? Let's see, what else do we got here? God, I posted a bunch of pictures. There's a T-circle for you. They're harder to do now, but that is a OG T-circle. I'm just walking back. I'll switch back to the game if anything exciting happens. If we see the moose or something. That was a cool picture I'd never seen before in the game. That was kind of cool. I'd never seen that one in the game before. I was like, oh, there's a picture I haven't seen before. Let's see. Oh, there's a creepy wolf that just like stood up for us. You see, he did that standing dead pose. Standing dead man pose. I was trying to find the picture of... That's a nice little homey hut with all the bags of meat stacked up in it. Oh, there's my, there's the cave. I can tell what cave that is, too. That's the cave in, Milton. Down in the Milton Basin. That's the Milton Basin cave, I'm pretty darn sure. Or it might be, is it this cave? Nah, it's the Milton Basin cave. Milton Basin cave. That's some Subnautica stuff we did. Do. Oh, that's some submerged. Another T-circle. Hey! There's the Stick family, boys and girls. There's the Stick family right there. There's the Stick family. There's Mr. Stick trying to put clothes on him. That's a butt wolf. That's a Senate. That's the new movie coming out from Hinterland. It's called Wolf. You know that movie Centipede? That's the Wolf right there. He's got his head so far up that deer's booty he doesn't know what to do. Ooh, that's a pretty picture. Good God. Where did we get that one at? That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, here's it. Here. This was like a here's what you can get at the summit. Look at all the stuff you can get at the summit. Yay. Trying to find my store. I've taken so many damn pictures. It's crazy. Crazy bear. Do. Oh, here we go. I think, yeah, okay. Okay, here's the store. This is the store. This is what we did. This is what we did here. So we got the store. We set up the store very nicely. See, we got a nice little area in the front here where we got shoes, some candy bars and tools. We got a place over here for cooled meat, some teas, some liquid drinks, a few fish in the freezer. I think it was at the garage actually. Yeah, it looks like it's the garage. This is when you come in. When you first come in, see, this is what you're greeted with. You got clothing and food and oil, lanterns, all sorts of jerky and different supplies you might need on your journey. We got a whole clothing section over here with so many clothes we had to start putting them on the floor, like it's like some crappy yard sale, you know. And then we got like food and tool kits and waters and food inside the freezer, all the fish and stuff inside the freezer, keeping it nice and cold. Yes, this was our little store we set up. It was quite the nice little store. It's quite the nice little store. Oh, and this was the back room. This was our back room area. We had a back room where we had our backup supplies, you know, just stuff that we couldn't put out more than anything. Good Lord, I wonder what my first picture I ever took was. Did you put it in the cash register? Starring Chris Pratt as the wolf. Oh wow, my first. Oh, here's the store. Here's a store picture of the Crossroads. This is when we set up a store at the Crossroads. Look at all the bedrolls. We got food lighting everywhere. We got a whole cooler full of sodas and water. We got clothing, all sorts of stuff on the counter. And then my next picture is a winner chicken dinner, baby. Oh yeah, another winner. I took a couple pictures of my winners. And then, we just got some other pictures there. But anyway, back to the game. Oh my God, the crackers, it's obscene. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? That is obscene, how many crackers? Well, that was on a stalker playthrough. I was just flexing on my crackers. Joe Smash, you do not worry about that. You are supporting me just by being here, my friend. And don't worry about it at all. I appreciate just having you come by, watch for a while. Maybe go catch a YouTube video if you want to. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all, buddy. I'm just happy to have any sort of audience, especially one that includes Hadrian, because he's awesome. I'm nomming on Dijon pork chop. I can't say that word. Dijon pork chop. Oh well. Hold on. Yes, words. Hold on a second, Hadrian. Ah! Whoopsie. You got me oh, wow. You have this effect on me? Yes, you do. I'm having pork carnitas tonight, which are going to be very good with rice, black beans, and corn. I've had those. That's one of my favorite meals. From Freshly, boys and girls. From Freshly. Yum. Freshly is really great for those of us who don't like to cook. Those of us who don't like to cook and just like to heat up meals, and they're really good, and all the Freshly meals are gluten-free, and a lot of them are there's a lot of vegetable meal. They have a lot of vegetarian meals as well now too. They've really expanded their range of meals they have, but all their meals are gluten-free, which is really cool. Because I have my best friend, she is gluten intolerant, And so she doesn't eat any gluten stuff at all, so. But yes, Freshly is awesome. And there you go. And you can support me, and I get free stuff. I get some free meals as well. If you go and use my link there, you can get up to $90 off on your first three meals that come weekly. So there you go. Gotta plug it, baby. I'm really cold. I'm really cold, and I don't know why. Let's just warm up in our sleeping bag for a couple hours. Maybe the moose will spawn. Maybe he'll spawn. And by the way, boys and girls, I know he doesn't like me to do it anymore, but you gotta go give gotta go give Hadrian some love. Go give him a sub on YouTube. Go watch some of his vids. He doesn't have anything new out, but he's got a lot of good stuff up there, and he is an awesome, awesome dude. Awesome, awesome player of the Long Dark, and a good friend, so. He does have that effect on me, though. I spelled it wrong. Yeah, you've seen Hadrian on YouTube, but it's the same person, Joe Smash. See, Hadrian, you're already famous. One of my goals to do is bring all the crackers in the world to the top of Timberwolf and build a monument to the cracker gods. That's a lot. That is a lofty goal, my friend. I'm gonna get my flare gun out just in case the moose is up here and hiding from us. I don't think he is. Nope, he's not up here. Okay. Dag nabbit, Mr. Moose. Let's check for feathers. Feather check. I already took the feathers from this guy, but I don't see any more.
Just need to close my eyes.
Doopity-doo. So yeah, this weekend's gonna be fun, boys and girls. Oh, somebody was asking about my schedule earlier, and I was very negligent in not responding. So tomorrow, we're gonna be playing some more Long Dark, followed by Raft. We're doing the same thing today. We're gonna be playing Raft here in about an hour or so. I've been really enjoying the new Raft now that it's fully out there. And then on Saturday, we're gonna start with Long Dark at about 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're gonna start with Long Dark. And then I have two games that I've been gifted some keys to by the developers who wanted me to try them out. One of them is Northern Lights. We're gonna give that a try. See how we're gonna play it for a couple hours. See if we like it. See if we don't. If we don't, we'll move on. And then we have another game. That God, now I can't remember the name of it. I'm a horrible person. There's another game. Called Above Snakes, which is a isometric survival game. So I'm a little dubious, but it's an early alpha right now, and they were giving out some keys. So I said, sure, I'll give it a try. So we'll play that for a couple hours as well. And then on Saturday, I'm going to start a State of Decay 1 run in the evening. So I'm going to be starting playing State of Decay 1. Because I played a bunch of State of Decay 2 with Hadrian, but I own State of Decay 1. I've never played State of Decay 1, and I've always been curious about State of Decay 1. So I'm going to start a little State of Decay 1 run in the evening on Saturday, so that's what's going on. And then I'll be off on Sunday. Got some family stuff to deal with, and then I'll be back on Monday with some more Long Dark, so. What about Timberwolf, Moose, or Ash Canyon? Timberwolf, Moose, or Ash Canyon might be the closest spotting. Timberwolf, Moose, or Ash Canyon might be the closest spotting. Hadrian's been making videos since I started playing along with Giltaz, Gray Still Plays, LMG, etc. Old school. Oh yeah, Joe Smash. Yeah, I was watching Kimiota, Lexi W. I didn't really watch a lot of Long Dark on YouTube. Before I started streaming, I was not a YouTube person. I didn't watch much content on YouTube. I was rather oblivious to it. I'm not anymore. I'm not any more oblivious to it, but I was rather oblivious to it back then. And my only real stuff that I watched was on Twitch. So it was mainly like Kimiota, Lexi W, LMG Twitch. Those guys were sort of the ones I watched in the beginning. And really, the only reason I ever found out about Long Dark is because one of my viewers back when I first started streaming in 2016, I was actually streaming EverQuest 2. Because that's what my computer could handle. And so I was mainly streaming EverQuest 2, and one of my viewers was like, hey, you might want to try this game out called Long Dark if you enjoy survival type stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Started watching a few people, bought the game. It was like, oh, the game's only like 20 bucks. And now 6 years and 5,367 hours later, I'm still playing it and enjoying it. So, so go figure, you know? Go figure. I came up, Paul's definitely an OG as his LMG, yes. Yep. I came up with Willow West as well. She didn't hit it very big, but she made great content. Willow West. I don't know who Willow West is. $20 and the rest is history. Yeah, I figure I've gotten I've gotten my $20 worth out of this game. That's why I bought both the soundtracks to the game. When they come out with DLCs or like a season pass type thing for Long Dark, I'm definitely going to support them and purchase it and play it. Because I have received so much from this game and owe so much to this game. And so I definitely want to support them if I can. So I've given out a lot. I've actually bought and gifted a lot of copies of this game too. So all right, what's our weight? 27. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins time, baby. We're gonna go down to the bottom. We've had no luck with the moose up here, so we're gonna go down to the bottom, mess around in the canyon a little bit, climb back up and see if we can get the moose. Sometimes the best thing to do when you're hunting the moose is just walk away. We've been waiting there for like 3 days and he's not shown up. So the best thing to do at this point is walk away and come back. Deep Rock Galactic is my game like that. The devs could sell canned dirt and I still buy it. I've heard good stuff about Deep Rock Galactic. Isn't that the one where you play dwarves or something? Like space dwarves? Or something like that? Am I wrong? Okay, that is the one where you play space dwarves. Okay. I'm gonna drop a few pieces of coal here. And a few sticks. And you mine out bug-infested planets. I was playing since early access 2014. I think that's when it hit Xbox One because I started on Xbox. My mate was like, hey, try this game. It's amazing. I was like, not sure I even bought it. And I was like, heck yeah! But you bought it, played it, and you were like, it was all over but the crying at that point. You know, and honestly, in this day and age of gaming, there's not a lot of games like that. Outside of, like, you know, the Fortnites and the PUBGs and stuff like that that people play over and over and over and over again. There's not a lot. I mean, there are quite a few, but there's not a lot of games like that I'd played for 6 years. In fact, there's none that I played for 6 years. But, I mean, you know, I make a yearly pilgrimage back to playing Subnautica every year. The original Subnautica, not the crappy knockoff that they basically wanted to make money on. That's more Abovica. But yeah. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel where thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of my playthroughs are on, Andrew. There's a small gap back in 2017 when I was kind of figuring out the whole YouTube thing, but generally everything I play on stream is up on YouTube. Because originally I was looking, because honestly, Andrew, I never thought my YouTube channel would do anything. I was looking at YouTube as like being an archive for all of my gameplay, so that I could always have it for posterity's sake. So, Well, and see, that's the thing, Hadrian. I think that's the one thing a lot of people miss when they look at Long Dark graphics and they go, yeah, the graphics look, it looks like a water painting. It doesn't look, it's not realistic. And you have to remind them, well, that's a choice. That was a conscious aesthetic choice to make it that way. Because honestly, realistic graphics age. And to be honest, they age poorly. Something that looks realistic at one point in time
like I made it through another night.
Starts to look very dated in a few years. Something like Long Dark graphics will never, they're ageless because they will never ever not, they will never age poorly as far as like not looking like they want them to look. Which I think is something that the Long Dark really, I think they did that well. And I think that's a huge benefit to their game in general. That the look and the aesthetic of the game is kind of a timeless look. It'll never go out of style. And yeah, they've done a lot of stuff. They've done a lot of stuff. 90s sci-fi movies look amazing. Look, Cryogen. As much as I love Babylon 5. It's one of my top 5 sci-fi shows of all time. As much as I love Babylon 5, the CGI is so dated in that show. It's so dated by modern standards. It just is. But then again, if you have a good story, and you have good characters, you have good actors, the ability of people to overlook bad CGI is very, very, very much. I mean, look at Doctor Who. I mean, my favorite Doctor Who's are Tom Baker. Tom Baker, Pertwee, that stuff. I mean, those are my favorite Doctor Who's. And the well, no, not even CGI. The special effects that, as it used to be known back in the day, the special effects were really bad in those. But it didn't matter because the stories and the characters and the acting was good. And it was entertaining. And it was compelling. And you can have a good story. You can have a compelling story and good characters and good actors and not have great effects. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I need to drop something.
Hey, Patrick, hello. Well, and that's the thing is, like, they've updated trees. I mean, the trees and the sky in the game have improved so much over when I started playing it, that it's just amazing. Oh, The Key to Time, I have that on DVD. The Key to Time series is mwah. The Key to Time series, not only do I have that on DVD, but I actually taped all of those off of the PBS back in the day in half-hour increments. But that's one thing I love about Long Dark is that the graphics will never ever age. They can make them better. They can make them look better, but the graphics will never truly age because the graphics are ageless. Woo! He was taking a few little Jimmy jabs all over the place there. Got him at the last second. I don't know if you've been away or I've been away or maybe both, but it's good to join the stream. Well, I have been away. I've not been streaming as much patch-up. I've had a very busy summer. I've been helping my friend a lot with her place, getting it cleaned up on the weekends, doing a lot of yard work. I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff as well. Not anything I really want to go into. That just kind of put me in a bad headspace, and I needed to step back from streaming a little bit and work on myself. So yeah, I've been away a little bit as well, but I am in a better place now, and I'm feeling better about everything. So yeah, that you know, you gotta take care of yourself. If you can't give much if you don't have anything left in the tank, I guess. But, my dad has all Tom Baker and the other doctors on beta tapes. Yes, you said beta. Yeah, see, beta's even before my time, so, you know, I went with the old VHS. Remember the old UI when Blizzard came up, you'd have 3 question marks instead of an actual time? Yes, you would. Well, now you don't have time at all. You have the sundial, which... Go back and watch some of my old videos. I raged against the sundial for a long, long time. I raged against it for many, many, many moons. I did not like the sundial. At all. Now I've just gotten used to it. I don't like change, damn it. I don't like it when things change. But yeah, the old UI had an actual time clock, all that stuff. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Schwartz Wilder? I see your Schwartz is as big as mine, but how well do you handle it? Yeah, you know, there's 2 sides to every Schwartz. There's the upside and the downside. Hey, 2 Feta, how you doing? Well, welcome to the stream, both of you. Schwartz, welcome to the stream. 2 Feet, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hi, I stopped for a few minutes before I go back to my own stream. Just wanted to watch to let you know that I found HH spawn that that isn't on the Loper tables, and I figured you might be able to update that. It was a heavy hammer in the train car on the upper part of the ravine. Do you know what loot table you were on when you found that? Because there's the loot table. There's the loot tables there. You were on that there. Actually, loot table 3 has a heavy hammer in the train wagon. In the train wagon. Was that where you were? Was in the train wagon? I think that's what it's referring to, is the train wagon at the top. Okay, good. Sweet! Well, no problem, 2 Feet. And actually, I believe, yeah, if you ever find anything like that, please let me or one of the other people know, and we can update that. By the way, boys and girls, that loot table is good only for Interloper. New zones have been added slowly but surely to it. But for the old zones especially, it's very, very helpful if you are ever having trouble finding things. It categorizes where you can find fire strikers, heavy hammers, lanterns, hacksaws, just lost my train of thought there. Hacksaws, heavy hammers, magnifying lenses, fire strikers, bedrolls, storm lanterns. It helps you find those because those are stuck. Those are fixed locations. There are 4 different locations, 4 different variations on that. And so sometimes you'll get the same loot table, but you'll start in several different areas. But the thing is, once you play long enough, you find you don't need them anymore. I mean, they're great. They're a great tool. I'm not saying to use them or not use them. I know there's some people who are like, it's cheating if you use the loot tables. Yeah, okay. I've never told anybody you have to use the loot tables to play properly. They were developed by a fellow who watched my stream for months and months and months and months through many different iterations of Interloper, and played a lot himself, and figured out where the stuff was and made them together. So, and they still hold up to today. They even work if you play a custom Interloper and you don't change any of the baseline loot settings. They still work as well. Just FYI. Just FYI. But once you've played a lot of the game, you'll probably never even use them. Even if you have them available, you'll be like, oh, I know where that is approximately. I'm not going to worry about it. My thought process said, if I play it for 1,000 hours, I'd figure out where those spawn locations are. Just save me those thousands of hours. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You start to notice, you really start to notice patterns like that a lot. Oh, Tyler, thank you for the 100 bits. You're the best. I'm sorry I didn't shout you out earlier. I've been on a riff here for so long. Tyler, let's give Tyler a shout out. Tyler, boys and girls, is part of our stream team.
Bullets for the arrows.
He's part of our stream team. Oh, we got Tyler playing some Icarus. We got a 19-month resub coming in. Trooper Murray and I are starting on our 3rd Twitch baby.
I got a wood. I got wood.
Tyler's got wood, boys and girls. I don't know whether to say congratulations or not. Thank you, Trooper Bari, for the 19-month resub. I appreciate that very, very much. Trooper Bari. I appreciate that very, very much. How much daylight do we have? We got a lot of daylight left. I'm going to sleep for like 2 hours and then go out exploring a little bit. But yes, please go check out the other members of our stream team as well. Gameslift and I started the Pause Fellowship a while ago. Currently, we have 18 members on our stream team, which is awesome. Right now, there's also Jarrell is on, who's a great streamer. I met him playing, he was playing Escape the Pacific, which Escape the Pacific does not get much love. And I met him playing Escape the Pacific, and he's an awesome streamer as well. Of course, Gameslift's one of our amazing streamers on there. Jarl of Goats, Casanor Goes Roar, Goonies for Show, Wicked Viking, Guntech, Mind Over Mandy, lovely young lady, Nazrat TV, Thomasina, who is a wonderful, awesome, amazing gal as well, Jolly Doodle, Nux, Tyla, of course, Bad Gal Katie, Hawkeye, one and only, who most of you probably know from the Long Drunk community, and VR Drunken Monkey are all members of our stream team. And we're trying to grow our stream team and make it better and, you know, get more members on it so that you will always have options. And all the members of the stream team, I do highly recommend. They are really friendly, awesome people. So, Beastie, have a great one. We'll see you later on, my friend, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, in the case as it is, since you got to get up for work in 3.5 hours. Thank you for joining us. I will be on early this weekend, early for me, at 9 a.m., which converts over to about, 6 p.m. for people who are in Europe, England, and the UK, which I guess England and the UK, that was redundant. But for places like that, I will be up and streaming earlier for them. Oh, we could get ourselves some food right here. That would be awesome. Oh yeah, go right to the cave, buddy. Go right to the cave. Go right to the cave, my friend. You know you want to. You know you want to go right into the cave there. I wonder if I could scare him into the cave. Oh, jeez. Never good. Nope. Oh, I got a hit. Got a hit on him. Still no moose. We haven't been up tight. I decided to come down here and use some time because the moose was not wanting to spawn for us. So I figured I'd come down here, kill some time for a minute, and then head back up. Then head back up and see if he decided to spawn for us or not. There you are, Mr. Deer. Are you enjoying that flesh wound I gave you? I tried. I was like, I might as well try the long shot on him, see if I can hit him. He just was a little bit ahead. He was a little bit behind my arrow, though. I hate it, but at the same time, I love that the animals run further now when they're wounded. Believe me, I hate having to track them down. But it is more realistic that they just keep going and going and going and going and going and going. They don't just, like, circle around the same area until they die. I wish there was a tracking skill in the game. That would be really cool. If we had a tracking skill. Like, the better tracking you did, like, the more you tracked animals, the better you'd get, and you could, like, level it up and start to see signs of things. Like, you could see more blood or, you know, see where they are. Ninja, thank you for the 300 bits. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for those wolf biddies there. Like, the longer you stay on there, you know. Salty Farmer, how you doing? Once had to track a deer a mile before it finally fell. Yeah. We got a runner. We got a bleeder, but we got a runner, boys and girls. See, he ran all the way up there. All the way back out here. I'd love to find him, though. That'd be a nice little kudos for us. We'd have another deer hide. A couple of guts. A little bit of meat down here. They just go and go. They're like the Energizer bunny rabbits. Is that him down there? Oh, I missed him. I'm pretty sure that's my deer. We'll see when we get down here. Is Mark Wars around? I haven't seen Mark Wars in a while. He was moving away to Texas, and he had got a new job there, and I haven't seen him on anybody's streams for, gosh, quite a while. It's been quite a while since I've seen the old Mark Wars around. I messaged him a little bit ago. Just, you know, just say, hey, hope your, you know, move went well. Hope you're doing good. Letting you know people are thinking about you. But I haven't heard back from him, so, you know, he's probably busy. He's getting things done, getting things and stuff. Oh, I see a stick. We gotta pick the stick up. Basically, that deer circled back around here. I know, stupid real life getting in the way of things like Twitch, I know. Isn't that just ridiculous? How dare real life get in the way? Now he's heading back to the cave? Yeah, I think so. He's like, oh, I was gonna come die in the cave anyway. He still tweets Animal Crossing? Oh, good. Okay, yeah, I'm sure he's okay. Yeah, I see his tweets as well, Jendo, so I'm sure he's okay. He's just been absent from Twitch for a while. I feel amazing because a few years ago I got told I can't have children, so I have been into a care home. I saw this sweet little girl, only 6, so I adopted her. She's coming to live with me on Monday. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Salty Farmer. I'm so happy for you. Really? Oh my god, would you just die already? He's just the deer that refuses to die. And I'm dying because my health is just dropping like a rock. Deer killed 3. I don't know if that deer counts yet or not.
Rest soon.
But that is absolutely lovely. I love some snow right now. It's so hot out. Yes, it is very hot out. I don't think I can make a Maglin's fire anymore, but I'll try. Nope. I'm a fully timed dad. It feels amazing. Yeah. My kids are all grown up. My kids are all out of the house, grown up, doing their own thing. Which I'm happy. I mean, your goal in life is that your kids grow up, they go find their own stuff, you know. And if they do, and if you know, and if you've raised them right, you know what? They'll probably do okay. There we go, that deer's finally dead. The frickin' deer's finally dead. Little bastard. It's gonna be a ride, a good one, yeah, I know. I know, it's gonna be fun. Just enjoy the time, Salty Farmer, because take it from my experience, it seems like it's gonna last forever, but it goes so quick. It seems like it's just gonna be like they're gonna be a little kid forever. And one minute you're like looking at them and they're 7, 8 years old, and the next minute they're 18 and graduating high school, and you're like, what the heck happened? Where did the time go? So enjoy it, my friend. It'll be over a lot quicker than you can ever imagine. Gonna be a new chapter in both our lives.
I can barely walk with this much
I
gear.
know, you got a lot of fur on you, buddy. Chopped down 2 fur limbs there. Now we just gotta find Mr. Dead Deer, wherever he died at. It's been raining a lot here. Figure our short summer is over already. Oh no! Yeah, I think right now it's let's see how hot it is out here. What is our 95 out right now, but it's a nice 78 in my place. It's not too bad. Oh, there he is. Oh, I like that spot. Surrounded by all these trees, that makes the chance of my fire getting blown out way less. I think I'll build the fire sort of over here in this divot. That is awesome. Like it. Am I in Texas? No, I'm in Oregon. It's very hot here in Oregon right now. For Oregon, anyway. We've been having 100-degree weathers for a couple of days, which is very unusual for us. It's not, I mean, the record high in Oregon for this day was 116, like 8 years ago. So it's not like unheard of temperatures. I love how everybody's like, it's the hottest temperature ever. Well, no, not really. It's not breaking any records here in Oregon. We've had hotter.
It's dusk, so night can't
But
fall behind.
it is pretty damn hot. Did that it blew my fire down again, didn't it? It blew my stinking fire down again. Gosh dang it. This is where I would love to have that nice little fire break that I can do something with. Oh, man. I was trying to be sneaky there. Can I maybe get it from this side? I can't get close enough though, can I? Oh wait, the wind died down. Maybe I can build it up a little bit? Yeah, see, we don't have the humidity as bad here, Trooper Bari. I think today our humidity is at 36%, so it feels like it's 99. So we got a feels like of 99 going on right now. So it's not horrible. I don't really like it. I like cold weather. For me, cold weather's my bag. I like the cold weather stuff. That was one thing I hated about Florida. Oh my god. When we went down to Disney World, it was like every day it was like the humidity You get up in the morning. And it would already be like so massively like hot out, because even though it would be only like 74 degrees, it was like 89% humidity. And I'd be like, oh my God. And then the weirdest thing is, like, about 3 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon at Disney World, it would be like a torrential downpour for like 20 minutes.
Something's making me feel.
Which was kind of hilarious as an Oregonian to be there watching it happen, because everybody's like running for shelter, and I'm just like, this is like a nice Oregon day to me, baby. Give me this weather all the time. I'll be good. I'll be good to go. If you look under our armpits, we actually have gills. I bet that's not so far off from the truth. I bet that's closer to the truth than we want to admit. I'm gonna try a risky maneuver here, boys and girls. I do not recommend trying this at home. Oh, especially when your fire just got blown down. We had a few days where it's 35 centigrade with the rain and 95% humidity. Holy crud. Wow. Well, dear son, we found out where the moose is. We haven't been able to actually be able to get the moose yet, though. Actually, getting the moose has been a bit of a problem. He hasn't shown up for us. So we came down to the bottom of the valley here. And we decided, okay, we're going to come down here. Oh, wow, it's really blowing now. We're going to come down here, and we're going to just chill for a little bit, then go back and try to get the moose. So after we sleep tonight, we're going to sleep tonight, and then we're going to walk up and try to get the moose. That's sort of our goal right now. My health is really bad, though. Just from walking around. Just from walking around, my health took a big hit, because I was trying to chase that deer down. The sucker just wouldn't die. He wouldn't die. He just was like, "Nah, you hit me with an arrow. I don't care." He was like, "Your arrow skill sucks, sir. You do not get fast bleed out on me." I was like, "Gosh dang, give me the fast bleed out, sucker. Give me that fast bleed out." Got my tractor stuck 4 miles away today from pole barn. No one was picking up. Nice hot, lungs filled with a wondrous humidity like hot steam and marching through palmetto bushes. That's what a fine Florida day's all about. Well, I don't have a lot of similar to that. I don't have experience like exactly like that, but I do remember a lot of days baling hay out at my aunt and uncle's farm, Otter Pop. Baling hay when it was like 85, 95 degrees out, sun beating down on us. We were shirtless and, you know, trying to stay as cool as we could. But we were baling hay and, oh man, crazy, crazy stuff. Lemonade, how you doing? I'm doing good.
So cold.
But yeah, Guy to Lotus, yeah, that sounds miserable. 35 centigrade with 95% humidity. No thanks. Random question, Ath. How long ago did you get the Faithful Cartographer achievement? I'm thinking that'll be my next long dark project before they add black rock to the places you have to map. Oh, I got my Cartographer achievement long ago, Trooper Bari. I can tell you if I look at Steam. I think I can look. I think it gives you the achievements and when you achieved them. Faithful Cartographer I got on April 18th, 2018. Or, yeah, so basically 4 years plus ago. So, yeah. I got Faithful Cartographer a long time ago. Back before a lot of the zones that are in the game now are not even out. I mean, it was back when the game was very small. It was pretty much right, I believe it was right after they introduced the cartography thing. It was like, well, it's an achievement now, I gotta get it. You know, it was like right after they introduced that, I was like, well, I gotta get it, it's an achievement. Yeah, pre-Bleak Inlet, yeah. Oh, yeah. I would imagine I got it right around the same time that the Faithful Cartographer patch came out, so. Because April 18th, 2018, let's see, the game officially was released in August of 2017. That's when it was like official, you know, they wiped all the save files, they redid a whole bunch of stuff, and they like officially released it. And then I think Faithful Cartographer came out in early 2018. Ah, there we go. No one told me there was an old culvert dropped straight sideways. Had some guys grab our front loader, pulled it out, and bam! I was on top of the culvert pipe and the skid plate punctured a 2-foot gash in my diesel tank. Good time. Oh, good God! Good Lord! Well, there was no more diesel then, huh? Well, you know, the Faithful Cartographer is a great achievement for learning maps and stuff. It's a very nice achievement for doing that. I'll get more sticks. I have coal and fir and cedar, so I don't really need any more. Take a couple big honks of meat as long as it doesn't put me overweight. There we go. Oh, it was almost empty. Oh, okay, okay. It was almost empty. Okay, good. Well, that's good. City's money, not mine. Should be good learning experience. I need more map knowledge before I make a move to Loper. Yeah, and that's the thing, Trooper. It will give you a it'll give you a good experience mapping everything, which is helpful on any level. I mean, having the map knowledge, I've always held that the biggest thing that'll help your survival in Long Dark is map knowledge. Map knowledge, map knowledge, map knowledge. That's gonna save your life 8 times out of 10 because of just being able to know where you need to go. Know where you need to go to get away from an animal, get away from bad weather, somewhere to go to warm up, and that sort of stuff. I mean, it has a tremendous value to your play
my feet.
that cannot be replaced with anything else. No matter how good you are, if you don't know the map, you may die there pretty easily because you'll get stuck in a place in a blizzard and not know where to go. And not be able to find a place you can build a fire or find wood or, you know, food or whatever it is. So, it definitely helps a lot. Oh, it was full. Oh! We said it was almost empty, so we didn't have to do an EPA report. I think it had about 55 gallons left. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Okay. You said it was almost empty. Gotcha. I got you now. You naughty boy. Naughty, naughty. Now, the reason I left these behind... This is a very nice place to start a fire. And get a little rest before we head up to the top. Map knowledge and being able to pick out which crows or bear crows are my biggest to-dos. You know, the bears don't really have crows that really are... I remember a time in Long Dark where the crows were so loud from the bear that the bear could be way off in the distance and it sounded like he was right next door to you.
Well,
and now the crow sounds are so faint, it's almost hard to hear him sometimes. It's almost hard to hear the damn crow sometimes now. Hey, F, you watched Against the Ice. Survival game has Long Dark vibes. Oh, it's a survival movie. I have not. I have not. What service is it on? Just out of curiosity. I just got done watching the newest season of Alone. That was pretty cool. Oh god, now we're gonna be cold. The wind shifted, and now we're gonna be like waking up freezing. Oh, well, we aren't freezing yet. Time to go. Time to go, boys and girls. It's pretty good. It's on Netflix. Okay, Against the Ice. I'll have to remember that. It's on Netflix. I have the Netflix. I just got done watching Alone Season 8 on it, as a matter of fact. It was really good. I quite enjoyed it a lot. What are bear crows? So, the bear, if you listen really carefully...
Cold.
You hear those crows right there? The bear will have crows that kind of squawk around on above him, and the bear crows will give you an idea when the bear's nearby.
Time to look for shelter.
The thing is, they've made them so low in the game anymore that they don't really they don't sound as loud as they used to be. And they used to be obnoxiously loud, and now they're barely loud at all. So it's actually kind of hard to hear them anymore. I would recommend sort of like pinpointing the locations the bears like to be in each zone, which does take some time. But if you can pinpoint the locations the bears will be, then you can keep an eye out for them. Hey, Dragon Fruit, how you doing? Cass, how are you doing tonight? Roar! Roar! Let's give Cass a beautiful shout out. Uh-oh. Somebody's... Oh, she's not even in her...
Oh, nobody bugged me there.
She's running away in Dead by Daylight. Please go give Cass a follow, boys and girls. She's awesome and amazing. I guess Zach missed that in his latest vid. Missed what? Oh, the bear crows? They are not. The thing is though that you don't hear. They aren't very. They aren't very. They don't make a lot of sound anymore. For a while, they even took them out of the game. I don't know if they made a. I don't even know if they're back in the game at this point. You're awesome, Cass. You're awesome. Is this Interloper? Yes. Yes, it is. It is the Interlopers. We're in Hush River Valley right now. We're trying to hunt this dang moose down here. Dang moose. Well, if you like the Raft Stream House, we're actually going to be switching over and playing Raft after we get the moose. If we can get the moose here in the next couple of days, game-wise. If not, we're just going to have to try for him another day. But yes, we're gonna actually play a little bit of Raft tonight. I'm almost to the point where I got the story mode going on. We did kill our first bird, our first giant nasty bird in Raft. We did kill him. We got ourselves a llama, and we also got ourselves a goat. I actually should get my flare gun out just in case the moose is out. We accidentally run into him and he charges us. At least we got the flare gun. This might be partly because of having watched Hayden's AAO VODs and having his banging on about bear crows backed up in my memory. Oh yeah. Yeah, the rock dropping birds are annoying as crap. I hate those guys. Yeah, see, the moose is just not. He's just not showing up. I mean, we got moose marks on the tree. There's moose marks right up there on the tree. So this is where he'll spawn if he spawns. But we've been here now. Let's see, this is the Watchful Falls. We've been here at the Watchful Falls since day 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days basically. And he's not showing up. Yeah, he's being a jerk. Doesn't he know that I want his moosey meats? I want his moosey meats, boys and girls. Hey, the birch is all cured. Nice. Don't we have some birch? Oh, we have another maple. That's just in case we get thirsty. So you're being baked too, Cass? Yeah. Maybe the moose is hunting me? No, he wouldn't dare. He would not dare try to pull any shenanigans like that. I'm gonna eat these and just see what happens. Hey, Python Papa, how you doing, buddy? If I get food poisoning, I get food poisoning. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Then I could sleep all night. Then I could sleep. We'll just pass us some time. And then we'll get a little snoozy de poozy. Drink a little more water. House is freaking hot. Yeah, my house is actually starting to heat up a little bit because the ambient heat's sticking around. So my house is starting to heat up again. But it did get down to about 78. Alright. This is the moose's last chance. Mr. Moose! Oh, Moosey, I'm home! I mean, we'll go check up here just in case he is up there. He doesn't go very often behind that rock, but he can go over that direction, so. Usually he's out in the flat out here somewhere. But I've seen him go up over to this rock before, so we'll go check it out. See what happens. What was that? That was a moose stomp. Oh, jeez Louise.
That's a moose, guys. That's
a moose.
Moose right there.
See, he can spawn all the way up to here, so. Yeah, we might just have to continue this moose hunt tomorrow, because I am just not seeing him. I'm not seeing him at all. There's one last trick I can try. I can try turning it off and turning it back on again. But I don't think that's gonna work, so.
Never felt so cold in my life.
If I do a hard restart on the game, it might repopulate stuff. It could just be a bug, maybe, I don't know. It's 95 down here near Sacramento. At least after sunsets, we'll get a breeze from the San Francisco Bay. Yeah, we don't get much of a breeze here. I think our breeze right now is 5-mile-an-hour wind coming from the northwest to the southeast. With 37% humidity makes it feel 98 degrees outside right now. Barometer pressure's at 28, 29. Zero precipitation. Sunset at 8:24. Big red splotch over Oregon. Air quality's moderate compared to yesterday. Well, 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 Mr. Moose. The moose is like, Atheenon, I don't want you to hunt me. Go play Wrath, and you can hunt me tomorrow. The moose is like, Atheenon, the reason I'm doing this is for content, my friend, for content. That way you have content for tomorrow as well. I can't argue with the moose, man. I can't argue with him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hard quit. I'm going to quit out on everything, restart the game, log back in, see if we get it. See if we get a. There's Northern Lights, baby. We're going to try that out on Saturday. Oh yeah, because I just got to rest for a little bit. But yeah, we're going to try Northern Lights out on Saturday. We're going to try out that that other game, the one where you play as a Native American. Above Snakes. Above Snakes. That's the one there. We're gonna try this one out. It's just like it looks like it's just like a building, but then like later here it shows you having to fight like little zombie dudes. Look, there's like zombie dudes that you have to fight. Look, you gotta like fight zombie dudes or something. The lost souls roaming the wilds. That doesn't sound like fun. And then to expand the map, you actually place down these cool little tiles. I don't know how you discover the tiles, but you place down tiles to expand the map. Let's see if I can find the spot where it's doing that. Yeah, but see, each part is a tile. So, it'd be kind of cool. We'll give it a try. Yeah, they're in early alpha right now, Cass, and so they messaged me on Twitter, and they were like, hey, would you like to be part of our early alpha Above Snakes? And I was like, sure, why not? Why not? All right, we'll try it. We'll just try to load in, see if that makes a difference. Probably not going to. It's a pipe dream. No, didn't make a difference. It did not make a difference at all. That's okay. We will try to hunt this moose next time. He just doesn't want to be up. He's like, no, Atheenon, I'm not going to be around for you to hunt. Because you hunting me is not what I want. Yeah, Above Snake. It's called Above Snakes. I don't know what exactly that means, but it's called Above Snakes. So, boys and girls, thank you for joining me for Long Dark. We'll have some more of this character, and hopefully we'll actually get the moose next time, tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be streaming some more of this. And, but thank you for joining me for Long Dark. I really appreciate that. Please, if you're on YouTube, remember to click the like button and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and share the video out there if you really like it and you want to go the extra mile.